You're listening to Thunder Country 98.3. The Pratt Greenbacks are on the court. Now, here's the voice of the Greenbacks, Cody Eastis.
Welcome to the Doug Ray Chevrolet pregame show live on Thunder Country. A home game for your Pratt High Lady Greenbacks, boys to follow. And a matchup that we've already seen once this season. The Haven Wildcats coming to time. This time the Greenbacks get to take them on their home court. Didn't have a lot of success earlier this month last month in January when we traveled to Haven, but this is a very good Haven team. The Greenbacks coming off of a tough road trip out to Liberal last week and now try to bounce back in the win column. After a good game out there in Liberal, you look at that score, the girls lost that ball game 65 to 51 in that Liberal ball game, but I don't feel like that score told the totality of that ball game.
Yeah, the girls had a very good showing out there. They fought hard, and what I really took away from that game on Friday night out at Liberal was they didn't give up. They fought all the way through the fourth quarter, had a really good run in the fourth quarter to close the game out.
Yeah, they did. Hughes had a big night out there in Liberal, 17 points, and then a lot of other players getting in the scoring column to go with it. Myers had 10, Winklepleck with 9, Sowers with 8, McAllister with 7 points. So everybody chipping in that ball game. And that was with the absence of Johanna Forsberg, not in that ball game with the sickness that's been going around. She was the one that came down with that bug last week. Back in the lineup tonight, so good to see.
Yeah, very good to see Johanna back in the lineup tonight. And we missed her out at Liberal. Glad she's healthy and glad she's back.
And they're going to need her against this Wildcat team. Coach Roper and his girls come into this ball game 11-6 on the season. Now, when the Lady Greenbacks faced them earlier back in January, they'd only lost 2 games. Since then, had a few bumps in the road for the Lady Wildcats. They've only won 2 out of their last 6 ball games with losses to Hillsboro, Andale, and Garden Plain. But when you take a look at those ball games, they were close ball games. A 1-point loss to Hillsboro, a 1-point loss in overtime to Andale, and then a lopsided loss to Garden Plain. But that could be very different if that 1 point went the other way for the Wildcats.
And that's also 3 very good teams.
Yes, playing up. Andale ranked in 4A on the boys' side as well. So it's been a tough stretch for this Wildcat team. They'll be looking to come in here on Pratt's turf and pick up a win. It'll be Coach Troyan and the Lady Greenbacks, so to try to do everything they can to prevent it.
Yeah, the number one preventative is going to have to stop Bronner. She had a very good game in the first showing with 33, I believe.
32 points in that first ball game.
She's a very impressive player. She's physical. She's strong. She's got good footwork. She can shoot. I mean, she kind of can do it all, so that is something that we're going to have to contain tonight if we want to have a chance.
Yeah, impressive is almost an understatement when you talk about her. If you haven't seen her play yet, one of the standout basketball players in all classes here in the state of Kansas, had 32 points in that ball game last month against the Greenbacks, 12 of them in that first quarter. And the start of that ball game is what really made the difference in that game. The girls got out slow for the Greenbacks. Wildcats able to take an 18-8 lead in that first quarter and then a big second quarter to go with it. Then finally in that second half, the Greenbacks were able to settle down, played the Wildcats within a point in that second quarter. 20-21 was the scoring run in that second half. So if they can take that plan, whatever it was in that second half, and spread that out 4 quarters of a ball game, Greenbacks may be able to come in here and pull off the upset tonight.
When you look back at that game, that's one thing that you can take away from it. Hey, you can play with them. You did it for 2 quarters, but like we said multiple times this season, it still takes 4 quarters of play to compete, and especially against this Haven Wildcat team led by Bronner, it's going to take 4 quarters of good, hard basketball to have a chance.
It's going to take 4 big quarters from Pratt star senior Hope Hughes. In that ball game last month, she only had 12 points. Wildcats did a good job of shutting her down, knowing she was the focal point. Since then, I feel like more players have emerged on the offensive side to help complement that.
That's right, Cody. I was just getting ready to say that. I'd say ever since kind of the Hoyington tournament, I would say that's kind of when we started seeing it. Other players starting to score a lot more, kind of spreading that load out. And all that does is help Hughes to free her up a little bit, like you just said, to get some open shots.
Now, 9 of Hughes' 12 points in that matchup came from beyond the arc. That could be a telling tale and a stat tonight to keep an eye on as well. Can Hughes get hot early from beyond the arc, force that defense to come out and pressure beyond the perimeter and open up the inside a little bit for Winklepleck and Sowers then to try to take advantage of their size down low?
Yeah, that's going to be a very another key point to the season ball game is the boxing out and the rebound. This Haven team got multiple second chance points in that first meeting that we had, and that's something, if the girls can limit those down, it's one of those, you can't get them all, but if you can get most of them, then that just does nothing but help you have a better chance of winning the ball game.
Help you keep yourself in this ball game. And a big one for both teams is this one does go down in the CKL standings. When you start looking at the CKL rankings, Pratt still looking for their first win in those CKL rankings. 0-3, Haven 1-1. So the Greenbacks, if they want to try to climb up that leaderboard in the CKL, they've got to do it with the win here tonight. Now, tough to do against this 11-16 coached by Dwight Roper. And when you talk about consistency in the state of Kansas, boy, head coach Dwight Roper, been there since 1996. It doesn't get much more consistent than that. So
that's pretty impressive.
Yes, definitely a well-coached team. And we saw it the first time around. We see it year in, year out with this Haven team. So the Greenbacks got a ball game on our hands tonight. Stick around. We got more of the Doug Ray Chevrolet pregame show when we return here on Thunder Country.
Looking for a dealership you can trust? Doug Ray Chevrolet in Pratt is your hometown destination for quality vehicles and exceptional service. From brand new Chevrolets to dependable, pre-owned options, you'll find the perfect fit for your lifestyle and budget. Their friendly, knowledgeable team makes buying easy, and their service department keeps you running strong long after the sale. When you want honesty, value, and a better way to buy, choose Doug Ray Chevrolet in Pratt. Experience the difference today.
When it comes to your health, trust Grace Clinic and Urgent Care in Pratt, conveniently located at 920 East 1st Street. Grace Clinic proudly serves Pratt and the surrounding area. Family nurse practitioner McKaylee Kirby provides primary care, urgent care, and sports physicals, and is accepting new patients and walk-ins. Open Monday through Friday, except Tuesdays, from 8:30 to 6, and Saturdays, 9 to noon. Call 620-388-3086 today. That's Grace Clinic and Urgent Care, caring for your family close to home.
On the basketball court, a good offense is the best defense. You can count on me, Jamie Roach, your Farm Bureau agent, to be your family's point guard and defend you against whatever life throws your way. I am there to handle all your auto, home, life, and business insurance needs. Don't wait for the worst to happen when it comes to your insurance. Talk to me, Jamie Roach, today and see how I can help protect what matters most.
Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company, Western Agricultural Insurance Company.
Clear, comfortable vision is one of life's greatest blessings. At Maydew Tebow Optometry, Doctors Troy Maydew, Seth Tebow, and Andrew Peaster are committed to helping you maintain healthy eyes and clear vision. Prevention and early intervention are the keys to your eyes, providing that clear and comfortable vision your entire life. Regular comprehensive eye examinations are essential in identifying conditions that can damage your sight. Call us at Maydew Tebow Optometry for an appointment today or visit us at maydewtebow.com.
Welcome back here to the Doug Ray Chevrolet pregame show here on Thunder Country. Once again, I'm Cody Eastis alongside Logan McAllister, bringing you some Greenback basketball on this Tuesday evening. A busy week for the Greenbacks. All at home this week. You've got the matchup tonight against the Wildcats of Haven. And then Friday night, a big homecoming matchup, one that we always look forward to. And anybody with some past Greenback ties should look forward to it as well. That game this year being played in the Frog Dome, the classic, the iconic Frog Dome. It gets us excited, us old-timers, us alumni. So many memories and stories from that gymnasium and the Greenbacks. It's fun seeing these younger kids get an opportunity to experience some of that atmosphere that I was fortunate to be a part of, and it's fun. Last year was the first time they did it, matchup against Larned, and talking with the players after the game, they all said, I wish we could play every game here in this Frog Dome. And it was an electric atmosphere, so do not miss out on that one Friday night. That'll be a fun one.
Yeah, not being a Pratt alum, that was my first experience for the game inside the Frog Dome. And I'll tell you what, that thing, it gets rowdy.
It does. Dare I say, it is louder now than it was back when it was in use full time, as they've done a little different things with some of the ceiling treating and not as many acoustic panels for the sound absorption, and it is definitely a home court advantage that the Greenbacks will try to take advantage of Friday night. Big matchup here, though, before we get to Friday, and that's against the Wildcats. 11-6 on the season, and the Greenbacks have their work cut out against head coach Dwight Roper and standout senior Avery Bronner. It'll take everything Coach Stroyan and her girls have for tonight. Also of note, if you're tuning into tonight's broadcast, a lot of different ways that you can do that. As always, the Thunder Country 98.3 radio dial, or download the app. You can get it wherever you're at. Also, the full game broadcast live streamed on Greenback Activities YouTube. If you're tuning into the Eastus Media side, we're on Facebook and YouTube as well, but that's just the fun behind the mic action. We bring that to you on home games. On the road, we bring you the full broadcast. So if you're tuning into that one wondering, are you going to show us the game? No, not on that channel. That channel is just us all game long, so pop in there, say hello. We usually are pretty good about responding to you on that one. Full game broadcast on Greenback Activities YouTube channel. More of our sponsors, Ham Auction. The Greenbacks come into this ballgame with 54 made three-point buckets, and John and Kevin at Ham Auction donate $5 for every made three-point bucket. We call that the Ham Auction Greenbacks Buckets for Booster Club. This is the third year running with that promotion, and the Lady Greenbacks 54 on the season. Total of theirs, along with the boys, and John and Kevin make a generous donation postseason to benefit the Greenback Booster Club. So thank you to John and Kevin and Ham Auction for once again putting that promotion on. And now it is time to get to starting lineups. We'll start with the Wildcats. Number 4, a 5'7" senior, Hadley Idakavich. Number 12, 6' senior, Avery Bronner. Number 33, a 5'8" senior, Sorrel Dufresne. Number 35, 5'8" senior, Carly Cooprider. And number 41, a 6'1" sophomore, Rylan Patry. Wildcats led by head coach Dwight Roper, assisted by Tara Cooprider and Greg Thompson. And now time for your Pratt High Greenbacks. Number 11, 5'8" freshman, Johanna Forsberg. Number 12, 6' junior, Dally Winklepleck. Number 14, a 5'10" freshman, Lakin McAllister. And number 23, a 5'8" senior, Addison Sowers. And number 24, 5'9" senior, Hope Hughes. The Greenbacks led by head coach Emma Stroyan, assisted by Kat McAllister. Those are your starting lineups for this evening's matchup, and we will get you set for tip-off. A few final words from the great Kyle Farmer on the home PA here. And it will be a matchup that the Greenbacks need to start this ball game off with some early energy, not fall into that early first quarter lead that they fell victim to back in January on Haven's home court.
Fast start tonight is going to be very crucial to the girls to just like I said, not dig too deep of a hole this evening and kind of stay in the game, get their momentum going on their side, and just play the game.
And keeping that fast start from happening will be containing Avery Bronner. She had a big first quarter last month. 12 points in that first quarter, really got the Wildcats out in front. Tonight, the Greenbacks see if they come out. Traditionally, we see them in a man-to-man defense. Sometime we'll switch to that zone defense. Do you come out with the box and one early, trying to shut down Bronner? We'll see how Coach Stroyan attacks it.
Well, we're just a few moments away from seeing.
Both teams now heading out to center court, and it will be Winklepleck for the Greenbacks tipping off against Avery Bronner. Couple last-minute words from the center court official, and the ball is in the air, and we are underway. Tip is won by Bronner and thrown into the hands of Idakavich. It'll be the Wildcats going left to right on your radio dial to open up the first possession of this ball game. Working it down low, trying to find Patry. Sends it over the backboard into the hands of Sowers. McAllister out front, but Hughes a little late finding her. Nice jump step from McAllister and able to put it in for two. McAllister able to get behind the defense after that quick rebound and outlet by Sowers, and then Hughes with the good look ahead takes advantage of it. Wildcats back now the other side, working it on the left end. Idakavich into the corner, now Cooprider up top. They'll reset 15 on the shot clock. Swing it left side to Dufresne, one dribble in. Now we'll reset the shot clock.
Yeah, the Lady Greenbacks doing a great job right now packing the lane and really denying Bronner to getting the ball.
And early on here, Bronner trying to set up, take advantage of the post play. Greenbacks doing a good job defending it. Now they're going to have a conversation Maybe to make sure they're on the same page about that shot clock, they're going to keep it at 5. That's one I'm not 100% sure on. I felt like the game we were at last time, they reset the shot clock on and out of bounds, so thought it was going to reset. Quick shot from the Wildcats to prevent that shot clock violation. Able to chase down a long offensive rebound, now able to reset with a fresh shot clock. Come near side, trying to work it to Bronner down low. That time they get it to her and she finishes. Tough to defend once Bronner gets that ball that close to the basket with as athletic as she is. Forsberg, top of the key, goes back to Hughes. A couple dribbles left side into the elbow, looking for Sowers, but throws it into the hands of Dufresne. Wildcats now back down low, and Patry puts one up and in, gives the Wildcats a 4-2 lead. 6:15 to play here in the opening quarter. Hughes thought about the three left side. Nice step through, pulls up, nice touch, and Hughes drops it in. Tough shot, got a little knocked off balance on that step through and still able to slow it down and drop it in. Ties things up at 4 apiece, 5:50 to play here in the opening quarter. Ida Cavage needs some help, top of the key. Coop Ryder comes to provide it. Working right side, Coop Ryder to Bronner. Baseline gets it right back. With Bronner out on the perimeter.
Haven really working the shot clock now.
Now they go to Patry down low, spin move, not there, and shot clock violation as the shot by Patry never hit the rim. It didn't reset. The rebound was pulled down by the Wildcats, but couldn't get it back up in time.
That was 2 possessions in a row where the Wildcats really worked the offense down, and it was underneath 5 before they got a shot up on the shot clock.
And now if you're the Greenbacks, you've got to take advantage of these possessions now after you've held the Wildcats scoreless. The Greenbacks don't on that one. Throw it into trouble, and the Wildcats come away with the turnover. Ida Cavage looking to get it down low to Patry early, but sails it over her hand, and the first substitution will come as Emery Myers checks into the ballgame.
Sowers is doing a fantastic job of fronting that low post there, and then Winklepleck on that possession was there on the backside.
That's where you've got to have that communication. If Sowers is front and Winklepleck's got to know the backside's open, and she's got to collapse on that quick if they try to go over the top. McAllister on the other end, back up top to Hughes. Wildcats in a loose 2-3 zone here. McAllister going to try a 3 from the left wing. Too much on that. Tips off the hands of Forsberg on the backside. It'll go to the Wildcats.
There's still a good inside-out look from Myers there at the top of the key.
And if you're McAllister, you've got to take those open looks.
Yeah, you got to fire away.
Ball game still tied up 4 apiece. 4:40 to play here in the first quarter. Dufresne on the left side. Needs to kick it back out. Coop Ryder to Ida Cavage. She'll try a 3. Left iron. Bronner there for the putback. Breaks the tie and puts the Wildcats on top 6-4. Hughes trapped top of the key looking for Myers. And the Wildcats get a hand on it. McAllister back to recover and throws it off the, they're going to say a travel on McAllister.
Oh, still good hustle to get back on defense to prevent that layup.
Good heads-up play. Tried to go off the legs of Bronner. Hallie Williams will check into the ball game. The first substitution for Coach Roper. And the entry pass from the inbounds high up to Patry, but shot left short. Sowers pulling down another defensive board. Hughes thought about attacking, now backs out. Sets the offense up right side with Myers. Forsberg flashing back and forth at the elbow, but the Greenbacks can't do anything with it. Trying to get Myers in the elbow. Coop Ryder with a hand on it. Myers got to chase it down off the court, and Coach Stroyan wants to take a timeout, settle that offensive possession down. It'll be a full timeout. We'll take one with her. Be back with more Greenback basketball when we return here on Thunder Country.
This is Terry from Gatlin Meckler's Pharmacy. On display in our pharmacy is a nice assortment of over-the-counter items and a wide array of medical supplies, which includes knee scooters, walkers, canes, and bathroom items. We bill Medicare for respiratory supplies and immunizations. Our preferred pricing on prescriptions will get you through the door, and our customer service will get you to come back. Be sure to stop in today and see us on Country Club Road in Pratt.
When it comes to real estate, folks want to work with someone they know and trust. I'm John Hamm with Hamm Auction and Real Estate. Whether you're buying a home, selling land, or thinking about an auction, Kevin and I take the time to walk you through every step. No pressure, just honest local advice. We're proud supporters of the Pratt High Greenbacks and proud to be a part of this community. Give me a call at 620-450-7481 or Kevin at 620-770-2381. Hamm Auction and Real Estate, local knowledge you can trust.
Welcome back. 3:39 to play here in the opening quarter. Wildcats on top 6-4. Coach Troyan taking a full timeout after the Greenback offense, pressured by that Wildcat defense. Looked like the Wildcats were close to coming away with the turnover, and the timeout prevented it. Shot clock did not reset, so the Greenbacks with 10 seconds to work with on this offensive possession. Hughes right side. Takes a look, works off the screen, kick out. Forsberg trouble handling it, and she can't get a shot off. Boy, coming out of a timeout, you've got to know time and situation there with the shot clock and how much urgency you've got to have as an offense.
I think Forsberg had the shot there. Just wasn't quite a clean catch. Like the ball was a little moist.
A little bobble. Dropped it on the court, couldn't recover from it. 3:18 to play. Still a 2-point ball game. Working Bronner inside. That time gets behind McAllister and recovers for the bucket. Bronner with 6 of the Wildcats' 8 points in this first quarter. Puts them on top by 4. Myers right side. Forsberg trying to get by Patry on the dribble, and she does. Good take and good finish by Johanna Forsberg.
Good to see her back in the lineup.
That's what the Greenbacks missed Friday night at Liberal. Bronner in the far corner, goes to Patry on the baseline. Patry back up top. Now reset to Bronner, right side. Now Patry again trying to get position down low, and she does, able to back Sowers in.
Yeah, that time Sowers couldn't quite get in front of the post player.
Hughes to McAllister, left side. Comes back to Forsberg, top of the key again. Forsberg trouble handling the ball off the pass. Kick out Myers, a foot on the line. Falls short. And it's Aubrey Nickel that pulls down the board, but a travel. Give the Greenbacks the ball back.
Winkelpleck checks back in for Sowers.
Couple substitutions for Coach Roper as well. Big Greenback ball on the far sideline. Hughes to inbounds. Comes back to McAllister, top of the key. McAllister against Bronner's got to be careful. Bronner a little too aggressive with the reach-in foul. Get our first foul of the ball game, the 1:53 mark, and it'll go against
Avery. Been a clean game so far.
Greenbacks will reset, same position. Hughes on the far sideline to inbounds. Goes in backcourt to Myers. Williams defending top of the key. Myers gets rid of it over to Winkelpleck. Comes back to McAllister. A lot of movement here by the Greenbacks. Now they find Winkelpleck, slash into the bucket. Looking for Hughes, cutting out to the rim, and a whistle on the reach-in. Hughes lost her footing a little bit, but due to the contact by the Wildcats, and they get him for their second foul.
Well, that was just a great job by Hughes there of keeping her control, sticking with the ball, because she was kind of falling, still grabbing the ball and trying to go up, and she drew the foul. It was a great job.
Whistle against Carly Cooprider, and they're going to say that was a shooting foul against Hughes, so she'll go to the free throw line. First trip to the free throw line tonight. Hughes takes advantage of it, knocks in the first. And second free throw goes as well. Hughes 2 of 2 at the free throw line. Gets us back to a 2-point ball game. 10-8, Wildcats on top. 1:30 to play here in the first quarter. Wildcats near side to Williams. Now they reverse it far side to Frayne. Gets it in the hands of Bronner. Bronner kick out to Williams. Three-point shot, not there, and a good box out from Hope Hughes. Pulls down the defensive board. Hughes looking up ahead, wants to keep it, take it to the rim, spins, fires, rattles out, but Winkleplack backside, put back good. Ties us up at 10 apiece. Good backside board by Dally Winkleplack, and able to finish in traffic. Bronner going against Myers, needs help from the defense, and Bronner going to earn a trip to the free throw line.
Got Winkleplack on the foul.
First team foul on the line is Avery Bronner, I'm sorry.
Bronner rattles that first one in. And second free throw goes. Bronner goes 2 of 2 at the free throw line. She's got 8 of the Wildcats' 12 points as Knisley will check back into the ball game for Bronner. Under a minute to play here in this first quarter. Forsberg working the point for the Greenbacks. Looking for Myers, ball on the court. Wildcats come away with it. Forsberg's got to be careful not to pick up a cheap foul. And they're going to say tipped out of bounds. They'll stay with the Wildcats. A lot of contact there, really letting them play.
I thought it was a good no foul. Kind of just, they both got tied up.
And there's a double dribble.
1 second difference in the shot clock and the game clock here. We'll see if the Greenbacks decide to go for one shot. I'm all for if you have a good look to take it right now.
Yeah, I think with a full shot clock, if you've got that open look.
And it's hard to keep control of the ball for 35 seconds.
It is. It's hard to run an offensive set, especially against this Wildcat defense. As far out as they get in pressure, yeah, as we can see Myers having trouble right now, top of the key. Forsberg comes out to help. Cooprider defending Forsberg, picks up the dribble, looking for Winkleplack and throws it into trouble. Cooprider comes away with the steal, gets it to Knisley up ahead, 10 on the clock. Ball still on the court, Myers pulls it away this time. Forsberg up ahead to Hughes, plenty of time. Hughes with 5 seconds. Winkleplack looking across the rim, can't find McAllister. Boy, and they're gonna let the buzzer just do the work that one and take us to the end of the first quarter. A lot of contact down below, no whistle. Greenbacks trail by 2 at the end of one, 12-10 your score. We'll be back with more Greenback basketball here on Thunder Country.
It's a fact. A custom cow mineral does not have to cost more. Actually, it might be just what you need to improve your cow herd. The friendly and helpful professionals at Extra Factors and Pratt are available to sit down and discuss your operations needs and goals. From custom protein supplements and liquid protein to bulk commodities and possible mineral formulation. Find it all at Extra Factors. Call 620-672-5616 and speak with Levi Macbeth for all your nutritional needs. Extra Factors. We put the extra into cattle nutrition.
This is Jeff.
And Jared.
At Intergreen Services, proud supporter of the Pratt Greenbacks.
Around here we say one call fixes it all. From HVAC, plumbing, septic, electrical, and even water well service. We're your hometown team you can count on, just like the Greenbacks on game day.
We're proud to stand behind our athletes, our school, and our community.
So when something needs fixing at home, call Intergreen at 620-672-2338 or visit intergreenservices.com.
Intergreen Services, neighbors helping neighbors, always cheering for the Greenbacks.
Welcome back. Second quarter action here as the Lady Greenbacks trail by 2, 12-10 your score after 1 quarter of play. It'll be Greenback ball to start us off. A good first quarter for the Lady Greenbacks. Now can they build on it in this second? Myers tries a three-point from the right wing. A lot of players crashing the board. Wildcats come away with it as Hughes hits the court hard, able to get back up, but trailing to get back on defense. Wildcats trying to take advantage of the numbers and a lot of elbows being thrown around down low by Patry, but they'll get her for the travel. Another possession resulting in a turnover for this Wildcat team. Not something you see from this team often. The Greenbacks have got to take advantage of these turnovers that they're forcing. Myers top of the key, finds Forsberg. Forsberg dribbles in, double team comes, looking for Myers, cutting through, triple teamed. Back to Hughes, a quick fire from the left elbow. Sowers, backside rebound, and she'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
I'll tell you what, Sowers, just every game this year, she just keeps getting better and better and better, putting herself in the right positions to get rebounds.
That's the thing, the physicality's always been there. It's like now kind of that IQ of where to be and when to be there has come along so good this second half of the season. Knocks down the first free throw.
Dennis Rodman rebounded for Jordan back today. He's always reading the ball off the rim.
And it's just they always say rebound is 100% effort. And Sowers, no lack of it, has one more free throw here. That one does not go, rattles out. A 1-point ball game. Wildcats on top, 12-11. Coop Ryder back the other way, goes to Ida Kavage, top of the key. Back to Dufresne looking for Bronner. That was the matchup that the Greenbacks defended well the first quarter. Trying to do it here again, but Bronner draws the foul and will go to the free throw line for the second time tonight. Sowers picks up her first, and that'll be key for this Greenback team. Sowers playing smart, heads up, ball down low, defending Bronner, staying out of foul trouble. First free throw good from Bronner. Second free throw good as well. Bronner going 2 of 2 at the line, puts the Wildcats on top by 3. Bronner with 10 points on the night, leading all scorers at this point. 6:54 to play here in this first quarter. Forsberg to Winkelpleck, finds Myers, flashing, quick fire. Forsberg crashing the boards, creating some traffic on the floor, and a jump ball is the call. It'll go to the Wildcats. Love the effort from Johanna Forsberg, though. A little bit undersized out there, but comes flying in, trying to do anything she can. Ida Kavage bringing the ball up the court for the Wildcats. Work it far side to Dufresne. Back to Coop Ryder, top of the key. Here's that patient set from the Wildcats. The entry to Bronner, tough shot. Myers pulls down the board and wrestling it away. I think the foul will come before the jump ball, and it will.
Great job by Emery Myers. You want to talk about undersized. Right there, she was battling in there with the trees, comes down with it with 2 hands and fought it away and drew the foul. Great job.
Sorrel Dufresne picks up her first, second team foul on the Wildcats. Forsberg across midcourt, too high over the head of Myers. She never had a chance on that ball. Those are those possessions.
Yeah,
that just
we've had a few of those tonight where we just kind of threw it away a little too early in the shot clock.
You're going to point back to them at some point. Ida Kavage across midcourt for the Wildcats, tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Wildcats. 14-11 our score here. 5:52 to play in the second. Dufresne working left side. Patry at the elbow, looking for Bronner. Is she too far under? Has to kick it out. Patry gets it back at the free throw line. Ida Kavage going to try a 3. Too strong off the back iron, and the Wildcats keep it alive with an offensive board. Into the corner. Coop Ryder going to try a 3. Way too strong on that one, and the long rebound into the hands of Forsberg. Needs some help. Couldn't get it over the hands of Bronner. Now Bronner a step through and fouled on the floor. Just have got to be heads up with that ball.
Got Hughes on that foul.
Hughes picks up her first. Forsberg going to get a breather as McAllister checks into the ball game. Ida Kavage to inbounds, goes right to Bronner. Off the rim, got her own rebound, put back good.
2 points for Avery Bronner.
Wildcats on top 16-11 now. Their biggest lead of the ball game. Greenbacks need some points on this possession. Winkelpleck to Myers. Backside rebound into the hand of Bronner. Bronner looking up ahead. Got to slow it down, keep it herself. Comes across midcourt to Coop Ryder. Bronner going to step through, take a shot, a deep 2. Ida Kavage tried the putback and tipped out of bounds off the foot of Sowers. It'll stay with the Wildcats. Just couldn't get their hands on that. Wildcats off the inbounds, go to Patry underneath, and Patry goes high off the backboard and drops it in. Wildcats now on a 6-0 run. Greenbacks need some points to slow them down. That high trap in the half court causing trouble. Wildcats nearly come away with the steal. Coop Ryder on the far side, but stepped on the line. It'll stay with the Greenbacks. Myers on the inbounds. Comes back out to McAllister. McAllister picks it up, needs some help. Looking for Sowers. Off the leg of a Wildcat, and a jump ball. Hughes reaching in, fighting for it. The jump ball will stay with the Greenbacks. Greenbacks have just got to be
They're picking their dribble up a little too early right now. They're just they're stuck with the ball after they pick the dribble. If they just maintain their dribble, they'll be all right.
You've got to be aggressive with those passing lanes and where you're putting the ball. Wildcats will take advantage of anything lazy here. McAllister, see if she's aware of the shot clock, gets it off over the head. The downtown Terry Brown style three-point bucket for McAllister does not go. Wildcats back the other way. Patry at the high elbow. Double team comes, gets rid of it. Back to Ida Cavage. Coop Ryder going to reset top of the key. Now Bronner comes out, takes a deep two from the corner. That one sails over the backside of the rim, but Ida Cavage gets it back. Bronner comes to the elbow, fires. Sowers going to clean it up this time for the Greenbacks. 3:25 to play. Wildcats on top, 18-11. Up ahead, Myers. Can she do anything with it? Steps into Ida Cavage. A lot of traffic, no whistle. Myers playing through it. Can't find McAllister, and Bronner chasing it down one-on-one against McAllister. Well defended. Can McAllister keep it in her hands? A ball on the court. They're going to say a jump ball.
Yeah, I thought that might have been a walk.
Thought that might have been a travel, as it never looked like McAllister had clean hands on it, but did a great job defending.
Yeah, she got a hand on the ball, deflected the ball.
Gave the rest of the defense a chance to catch up and help out. Ida Cavage goes to the baseline to inbounds. Comes to Dufresne. That one in and out. Hughes, Sowers. Sowers pulls it away, swinging some elbows, has to be careful. Now gets it out to Hughes. Hughes looking up ahead. The overhand pass to McAllister. A baseline drive and a whistle. Looks to be against Dufresne.
I believe that might be her second personal.
Sorrel Dufresne will pick up her second. Aubrey Nickel going to check into the ball game for Dufresne. Winklepleck on the perimeter. McAllister now into the hands of Ida Cavage. Has a chance to get out front of everybody. She does and finishes. Well, the run continues for the Wildcats on top 20-11, an 8-0 run. Greenbacks have not been able to stop it, and Coach Stroing going to try a 30-second timeout to slow it down.
Yeah, a lot of these turnovers are coming off the passes, and it comes from both sides. You have to make a crisp pass. You have to have some umph on it. You have to have some meaning behind it, but then also as the other player that you're passing to has to go meet the ball. As active as this hand, or active as hands as this Haven Wildcats team is, you've got to just be aggressive with everything you do tonight.
Yeah, you can't just be looking to get the ball out of your hands. If you're the one that gets tied up in these double teams that the Wildcats are bringing, or even the solo pressure at the top of the key, the goal can't just be to get rid of it.
Yeah.
You've got to have somewhere to go with it and do it with intention. And like you said, if you're the recipient of that, you've got to be coming to the ball, because this Wildcat team has defended the passing lanes very well and created a lot of opportunities in the transition from it.
I don't have the exact stat on me right now since that's my job. I feel like I'm letting you down, but I believe a lot of their points have come off of turnovers from us.
It hasn't been from the set half-court offense. They've gotten a few from that, but the transition opportunities is where they've really taken advantage of it. And it all starts with that pressure out front. You can see it. As soon as Hughes gets across half-court here, the double team comes. Looking for Sowers down low. Sowers double-teamed on the block, and a whistle as Hallie Williams came in to help, and they will get Williams with her first foul. The fourth team foul on the Wildcats. McAllister top of the key. Myers, Hughes comes out left side, goes baseline against Bronner. Tough shot, doesn't hit anything. And Williams there for the rebound underneath the bucket. Hughes defending her all the way up the court. Able to poke it away. Williams still has it now across half court. Gets it out of her hands into the hands of Nickel. Williams far side, runs into Hughes. Ball into the hands of Patry at the baseline. Backside flash from Ida Cavage. And Winkelpleck comes away with the steal. Wrestling it away. Hughes comes back to help. McAllister, baseline has a seam, but too strong off the board. Boy, Bronner came flying in backside, took Emery Myers to the ground with her off the hands of Bronner. Been a physical game for the Greenbacks.
It has been.
Hughes to inbounds with 1:37 to play here in the first half. Comes to McAllister, she'll dribble out top of the key, guarded by Nickel. Goes right side to Hughes. Winkelpleck, good look, off the backboard, knocks it in. That's what the Greenbacks needed. First field goal of the quarter for the Greenbacks, stops the 8-0 run from the Wildcats and makes it a 20-13 ball game, 1:15 to play. See if the Greenbacks can put something together and close this half out on a little bit of a run. Got to defend on this end to do it. Nickel thought about the three, now goes to Patry on the baseline. Bronner flashing, kick out, three-point shot, grazes the rim. Patry chases it down, keeps it alive. They're gonna say no touch on the rim, shot clock under 5. In the corner, takes a look, trying to go to Williams up top, and the shot clock violation.
Good defensive stop.
And 46 seconds to play. Greenbacks gonna get the ball back. Chance to put a few more points on the board before we close out this first half. Winkelpleck coming up top. Myers needs help, picked up that dribble. McAllister comes out to provide it. Bounce pass to Winkelpleck at the elbow. Back to McAllister, cutting to the rim, a lot of contact. Sowers, put back, gets her own rebound. Double team coming in and wrestled away. Jump ball will stay with the Greenbacks.
There's a good offensive set there for the girls. They did a great job of getting to the rim. They went through a lot of contact again, but I think that, hey, you're just going to have to adjust to it. This is how the official's going to call it tonight, so play through it.
And this Wildcat team has done a really good job of being aggressive. Anytime they can get hands on that ball, you see 1, 2 defenders getting hands on it. Right there, Ida Cavage forces the jump ball, getting her hands on it. Defending McAllister, and now it'll be the Wildcats who have a chance to play for the last shot of the half with 20 seconds on the game clock. Williams left side, gets it back, trying to set up the offense. Bronner on the backside post, yet to touch it. Ida Cavage gonna take the jumper from the elbow. Patry there for the rebound. Winkelpleck nearly loses it. Back into the hand of Sowers. Can Hughes get a last second heave off? Shot does not go before the clock expires. Didn't drop in anyway. 20-13 your score after one half. That second quarter led by the Wildcats, but the Greenbacks still in this ballgame. Stick around. We'll have Coach Batten when we come back with the Uptown Cafe Club DS halftime show here on Thunder Country.
Are you interested in building a new home or remodeling your current one? If so, give J.A. Knight & Sons a call today. This is Chase Golly with J.A. Knight & Sons, and we are the area's premier general contractor and have been serving the Pratt and surrounding area for over 50 years with superior quality and attention to detail. We specialize in high-end residential and commercial construction and have now expanded our services to include pre-engineered metal buildings. J.A. Knight & Sons is a proud supporter of Greenback Athletics and would like to help turn your next dream into reality.
Exceptional dentistry, right in your neighborhood. At Pratt Family Dental, Dr. Carson Hopkins and Dr. Stephen Coons are here to keep your smile healthy and bright. From routine cleanings to advanced care, our team has the expertise and technology to handle all your dental needs with comfort and confidence. Because at Pratt Family Dental, it's not just about teeth, it's about family, trust, and smiles that last a lifetime. Call today to schedule your appointment with Dr. Hopkins or Dr. Coons. Pratt Family Dental, where exceptional care meets friendly faces.
Are you a sports fan looking for a great place to grab a bite to eat? Look no further than Legends Cafe, located in Pratt, Kansas, on Highway 54. Legends is open 6 days a week and serves up mouth-watering burgers, fresh salads, hearty sandwiches, and much more. And don't forget about their daily specials. Legends is proud to support Greenback sports and all the local teams. So whether you're celebrating a big win or just need to refuel after the game, Legends has you covered. Come on down to Legends, and we'll take care of the rest.
At Timish Electric, we light up your world with reliable and efficient electrical services. Our team of skilled and certified electricians is dedicated to providing top-notch service for all your electrical needs. From residential, commercial, or industrial needs, we ensure your electrical systems are safe, reliable, and up to code. Contact us today at 620-672-9334 to schedule a consultation. Timish Electric, proudly serving Pratt and the surrounding areas' electrical needs for over 25 years.
Well, welcome back to the Uptown Cafe Club DS halftime show. Now joined by head coach Chris Batten. As always, coach, appreciate your time, halftime, post-time, anytime we get you on the broadcast. We always have a fun time with you. Your Greenbacks 14-1 coming into tonight's contest against an opponent you've seen before. This will be the first time this season. Now you get that repeat matchup. Any type of different strategery that goes into those type of ball games?
Well, I think it's always interesting to see, the adjustments that are made, especially, like when it comes to guarding Arley or something like that. How are they going to defend us in the post, and what adjustments have they made there? And so I think those are kind of some of the early adjustments. We try to plan for maybe some and practice some different things in practice, just kind of based off what they did previously and what could they adjust with. But, it's always interesting, and will they come out more 1-3-1? Will they play their 3-2? So it's always just kind of the questions. So you practice that stuff and figure out where you're at.
I'm sure an emphasis will be, you mentioned that getting Brogan Ray to slow down. Started off with a hot game against us in that earlier matchup, had a big first quarter. In fact, the Greenbacks trailing one of the rare times this season at the end of one before the flip was switched and then turned it on. But that'll be a key tonight, slowing down Brogan Ray from around the perimeter.
Oh, definitely. That was definitely our emphasis yesterday in practice. We kind of went back and watched some film, and I wasn't happy with the way we started there. And we let him get going, and all of a sudden we find ourselves down 20-18 at the end of the first quarter. And, giving up 20 points in the first quarter is not good in itself, but letting their best player go for 9 right away, I'm like, ooh, no, we ain't doing this. So definitely an emphasis in our practice yesterday.
Now, while we got you on also, we were talking shot clock in the first half of this ladies game and had an area where one of the few is not our area of expertise. Did not reset the shot clock on an out of bounds, and I thought we saw that in the Liberal matchup where they did reset it out of bounds. So give us some clarification on the shot clock.
Yeah, so at Liberal, they said our guy had possession and then went out of bounds, and so they reset it there. But it was because of change of possession there. So just on a normal out of bounds, it won't reset.
Okay.
It'll go on a violation, a foul. It'll reset on those types of things. But other than that, it'll just stay at where it's at.
Okay, that is why we have the experts on.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Either way, Coach, we appreciate it as always, and looking for the call later tonight.
If you ask the officials, they'll tell you. I tell them I'm an expert.
Every coach thinks they're an expert. We see it on the football sideline with Coach Holting every Friday night.
I got the best view in the house. They just don't know it, right?
All right, Coach, appreciate the time as always. We'll talk with you post-game. That's head coach Chris Batten when we return. More of the Uptown Cafe Club DS halftime show.
Mead Lumber in Pratt is looking better than ever. Stop by and see our brand new renovations with the same friendly faces you know and trust. Whether you're tackling a big project or just need supplies for the weekend, Mead Lumber has you covered with quality products and expert service. We're proud to be a part of this community and even more proud to support the hardworking athletes of Pratt High School. Mead Lumber, building relationships, building Pratt.
To keep your equipment running, count on BTI for bulk oil delivered directly to your farm. Now BTI delivers 3 times the product, and it's quicker than ever. Our trucks travel up to 150 miles from any of our 6 stores, delivering premium oil, hydraulic fluid, and DEF, up to 1,500 gallons in just 30 minutes. It's another way to save you time and money. Call any of our 6 BTI locations or visit btioil.com. BTI, our family in partnership with your family.
For your fine dining experience, be sure to stop at Club D'Este in downtown Pratt, Western Kansas's premier steakhouse for over 50 years. They'll serve you the best with their friendly, attentive staff and home-cooked meal you desire. Also offering a full range of entertainment with live music and karaoke weekend nights. So come for food and stay for fun at Club D'Este in downtown Pratt. Open 7 nights a week.
This is Chris with Car Auction Real Estate. We've been proudly moving assets since 1965, with locations in Pratt and Larned servicing the surrounding counties.
Jamie here with Car Auction and Real Estate. While our marketing strategies clearly stand out, we stand strong on our principles of integrity, transparency, and reputation in our industry.
Whether it be buying, selling, auction, or appraisal needs, look us up online at carauction.com.
Good luck and go Greenbacks.
Welcome back to the Uptown Cafe Club D'Este halftime show here on Thunder Country. Always have so much fun talking with head coach Batten, whether it's about rules and officiating, whatever. Frog Dome, we talked a little Frog Dome there. We'll talk with him more about that on air later. But always fun to talk with, and pleased that he grants us his time whenever we ask for it. Lady Greenbacks trailing 20-13 after 1 half of play. First quarter, pretty even. The Greenbacks only down by 2 coming out of that first quarter, trailed at 12-10, and then hit a little bit of a wall in that second quarter with the offense, and the defense from the Wildcats continued to not let up, and they were able to take advantage of it, go on an 8-0 run at one point, and get us to this 20-13 mark. The Greenbacks have got to find some offense in this third quarter coming out of half.
The ladies did a great job in the first half, and I know, you talk about us only scoring 13 points, but they were, did a good enough job to only hold Haven to 20, so it's still anybody's ball game right now.
Yeah, that's true.
The one key is, it's going to have to try to figure out how to take care of the ball and find somebody to score. Somebody's going to have to want to take the game over. I look for Hope Hughes to probably step into that role. Really like to see her go get the ball, get aggressive. She did it a couple times in the first quarter there and did a fantastic job, got fouled, made a shot too, so I'd love to see her go and get aggressive and get downhill.
Hughes with 4 points in that first half. All 4 of them came in that first quarter. Only 1 made field goal, 2 at the free throw line. She's had some opportunities, but one thing we've seen in this ball game with the way that it's being officiated, when you get around that rim, they're letting it be physical. Yeah. And the Wildcats bring that physicality to you. We've seen multiple times where 2 or 3 Wildcats, when they get around that ball, they're not afraid to get their hands in there and fight for it. And these officials, calling it evenly, are letting them do it.
Yeah, and it's on the defensive side too. When we get a defensive rebound, there's 2 or 3 girls over there trying to rip the ball out. To me, that's a opportunity for the Lady Greenbacks. If they can get a quick outlet and have a couple people running the court, you should have an advantage on the other side.
And that's something they haven't really been able to take advantage of. We've seen a couple times
open and play
on that defensive rebound where the Wildcats have been able to turn that into a quick, easy bucket from that pressure. The Greenbacks not getting through it with that outlet pass, getting tipped around, and then a quick bucket from the Wildcats. So you've got to clean up those little things. Yep. The good news is that they're all easily correctable by this Greenback team. So it'll be Greenback ball as we start this second half, now going left to right on your radio dial. Hughes going to back it out, reset the offense. Sowers comes out. Work it to Forsberg right side. Forsberg defended by Ida Kavage, looking for Hughes. Hughes going to try a 3, deep right side, doesn't go. Bronner coming back the other way. Picks up the dribble, entry pass to Patry, goes up high. Sowers collapses alongside Forsberg, and Patry with the 3-second call.
Great job by Sowers and Forsberg there to go straight up and challenge her and cause her not to be able to outlet the ball and get that 3-second call.
These are those possessions the Greenbacks have got to take advantage of when they force that turnover on the other end. Coming back and turn it into a positive for their offense. McAllister to Sowers, can't finish it. Backside rebound by Winklepleck, kick out. Hughes set up, thought about the three, she'll dribble in, tough floater, knocks it down. That time the Greenbacks do take advantage of it. Now looking for the stop on the other end. McAllister nearly comes away with it after the tip from Hughes. Bronner on the baseline with the step through, draws the foul and one.
Basket is good for Avery Bronner.
Bronner will go to the free throw line.
Number 12,
Winklepleck picks up her second. Myers going to check into the ball game for Winklepleck. So the Greenbacks lose a little bit of height with Winklepleck taking a break here. Be Bronner at the free throw line to try to finish that and one play. Not able to do it, rattles out, tipped into the hands of Dufresne. Put back no good, and Sowers there to clean it up. Hughes trying to push this one up the court, doesn't have numbers into that Wildcat defense. Forsberg kick out, deep three from Myers, just short, doesn't go, ball kicked around. Myers keeps it alive, and an over and back. Boy, this crowd wanting the call that she was pushed from behind.
Yeah, I feel like she had control of the ball and was nudged from the back that pushed her over the half-court line.
Greenbacks do not get the call, so it'll go Wildcats' way. On the other end, Dufresne, entry pass to Patry again. Sowers doing a good job collapsing once the pass gets in. Wildcats have to kick it back out to Bronner. Bronner doesn't like anything on the right side, comes back to Ida Kavich, top of the key. Cooprider, she'll try a three. Long rebound off the front rim into the hands of Hughes. Well, Hughes with those eyes up ahead looking, finds McAllister on the baseline. Double teamed though, kicks it back out to Hughes. Hughes gonna dribble, drive in, tough shot through the hands. Sowers there for the rebound, looking for anybody. It goes into the hands of Ida Kavich. Her and Bronner running right and left. Bronner left side finish.
2 points for Avery Bronner.
Wildcats on top now, 24-15. 5:35 to play here in the third quarter. McAllister, another dangerous pass. Boy, his bodies collide on the floor. Myers quick to get up for the Greenbacks. Cooprider still down for the Wildcats. They'll get Cooprider for the foul from that contact. Now good to see her back on her feet, walking it off. We'll see a substitution from Coach Roper as Williams checks in just to double check on the well-being of Carly Cooprider. Hughes to inbounds in front of the neon-themed student section tonight. Gets it right back, set the offense up top of the key. Looking for Sowers on that left elbow. Kick back out to Forsberg, cuts in, shot up, too strong off the back rim. Patry there for the rebound. Sowers takes an elbow to the face, slow to get back on defense as Hughes challenging Bronner at the rim. Bronner gonna go back to the free throw line as Hope Hughes picks up her second.
I believe Sowers got hit in the nose on that.
She's still checking herself out there to see if any blood is coming from that. Bronner at the free throw line. Knocks down the first, puts the Wildcats on top by 10.
Subbing in now for Lady Greenbacks, number 12, Dally Winklepleck.
Second free throw does not go. Hughes there for the rebound. 5-minute mark here of the third quarter. Greenbacks trail by 10. Hughes stepped through underneath the board a little too far. Couldn't get the shot to fall, but it looks like Hughes will go to the free throw line. He'll get Ryland Patry with her first.
I really like how Hughes is being aggressive in this third quarter here. She is really looking to get downhill.
At the free throw line, trying to get a couple easy ones here and knocks down the front end. Second free throw good. Hughes goes 2 of 2 at the free throw line. Makes this an 8-point ball game. Wildcats on top 25-17. Bronner up the court. Goes right side to Williams. Williams looking for Patry down low. Winklepleck comes away with the steal. Hughes across midcourt for the Greenbacks. Winklepleck trying to get position on that high block against Patry. Hughes going to dribble into her, kick out to Myers. Winklepleck not sure what to do at the top of the key. Myers comes to get it. 10 on the shot clock for the Greenbacks. Myers picks it up, going to need help. Looking for McAllister, has a lane to the rim. A little bobble, has to get a shot off Winklepleck, and the double dribble comes from the near side official.
Man, it was there. She just hesitated instead of going up strong with it.
Just a little trouble trying to gather and get to the rim.
That's when the game's so physical like that. That's a lot of times with those young players.
And we've seen it from Forsberg tonight. She's had the trouble at times handling the ball. Just a little faster, a little stronger against these good teams like the Wildcats. At the halfway mark through this third quarter, Wildcats back on offense. Idakevich, top of the key, swings it to Nickel. Now near side to Williams, trying to get the defense to collapse on that backside. Entry into Patry, has trouble with it. And Winklepleck still fighting for it. Patry on the court. Myers gets her hands on it. And the jump ball comes. It will stay with the Wildcats. Bronner will set up to inbounds on the baseline. Goes up high to Patry, and foul trying to go right back to Bronner. And Winklepleck just picked up her third. Sowers comes back in for Winklepleck. Kick out, quick three from Williams, and a foul from behind on the backside rebound will go against Avery Bronner.
Yeah, McAllister doing a great job there, finally pushing her back and making her make the contact and drew the foul on Bronner.
Greenbacks back the other way, 3:35 to play here in the third. Trail by 8, 25-17 against a good 11-6 Wildcat team. Forsberg into the hands of Bronner. Bronner running alongside Nickel. Bronner going to take it herself to the rim and finish. Bronner knocking on the door. 20 points now, has 19 of the Wildcats' 27. Myers in the corner looking for Sowers. Sowers, tough fadeaway jumper, gets the roll. Good bucket for Sowers, his first bucket of the night. Gets the lead back to 8. Greenback defense needs a stop. Top of the key. Idakevich back to Williams. Unguarded, she'll try a three. Spins out. And McAllister, a defensive rebound. Forsberg at the logo, guarded by Idakevich. Goes left side to McAllister. McAllister back to Myers. Tough to set.
A lot of standing around. Yeah, we got to get moving.
10 seconds on the shot clock. McAllister looking for Sowers down low. The bounce pass finds her. Sowers working against Patry, draws the foul. 4 seconds remained on that shot clock. Greenbacks using every second of that possession. Rylan Patry picks up her second. Say third foul on Patry, 4th team foul on the Wildcats. And Sowers back to the free throw line. Knocks the front down.
Lady Wildcats is number 0, Kenzie Pop, and number 35, Carly Cooper.
Second free throw. Misses right side and into the hands of Patry. Kenzie Pop now in the ballgame for the Wildcats, working the ball up the court. Come near side to Bronner. Tipped away, nearly out of bounds, but the Wildcats save it. Pop gets it back, goes into the corner to Cooprider. Flashing underneath is Patry, and she finishes.
Backside rotation is just a little slow.
And that ball movement is what creates those slow catch-ups for the Greenbacks. The Greenbacks something they need to do on this offensive side. When you have that quick ball movement, it makes it tough for the defense to recover. Greenbacks around the perimeter. Forsberg top of the key. A couple Greenbacks in the same spot. And a turnover. They get Forsberg for that frustration foul after putting it into the hands of Bronner. Forsberg picks up her first. Zajdakevich will check back into the ball game for Aubrey Nickel. Still a 9-point ball game though. Greenbacks trail at 29-20, 1:22 to play here in the third. Wildcats working it around the perimeter. Bronner in the corner, into the paint. Patry trying to keep it alive with the offensive board. She does. Cooprider on the putback will go to the free throw line. I believe they'll get Emery Myers for her first. 15 foul on the Greenbacks. It sends Cooprider to the free throw line. First free throw does not fall. Second free throw on the way from Cooprider. Spins out into the hands of Sowers. Sowers going to keep it herself. Needs to be careful with it. Looking for Forsberg. Forsberg into the corner. McAllister, step back three. Too much on that, off the back iron. Forsberg trying to chase it down and keep it alive, but a foot on the line. We'll put it back in Haven's hands with under a minute to play here in the third. Cooprider comes out to get it. Wildcats patient, setting up this possession, and Hughes jumps in front of that pass, has Myers left side. Hughes gonna take it herself. Nice take from Hope Hughes. Hughes into double digits, has 10 on the night for the Greenbacks. Shot clock and game clock nearly identical. Bronner, tough left hand shot, doesn't go. There for her own rebound, put back, this time falls. 15 seconds for the Greenbacks to put something together with this possession to close out the third. They trail it 31-22. Sowers on the high elbow, working against Patry. Kick out to Forsberg, she'll fire. Short, and McAllister may have drawn the foul. The backside rebound from Avery Bronner. And Bronner does pick up her third.
Yeah, that could be big for the Greenbacks in the fourth quarter.
McAllister will go to the free throw line to shoot two. It was the 15th foul on the Wildcats. At the free throw line, doesn't get the roll. Boy, hit the front and back both. It just tipped off the front of the rim. Second free throw, that one too strong. Patry there for the board, and will hold it as we close out the third quarter. 31-22 your score. Wildcats on top. Stick around, we got fourth quarter action coming your way here on Thunder Country.
Escape into your ultimate outdoor getaway with the help of Uni Landscapes, your local full-service landscape design and construction company specializing in landscapes, hardscapes, patios, sprinkler systems, water features, and snow removal services. They create your dream space by incorporating design elements unique to you and your family. Uni Landscapes serves Pratt and the surrounding area and is open Monday through Friday. Call 620-672-3301 to transform your outdoor space today.
Need proof that Pratt has something for you? Living in Pratt is second to none with a fitness center, added new wings on an already impressive regional medical center, even an art museum. Pratt has dynamic downtown shopping, lots of hunting and fishing, and over 200 acres for outdoor lovers. Pratt is a great place to work and raise a family with beautiful older homes and new developments. Progressive, proud, and visionary. Proof that Pratt has something for you.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action here on Thunder Country. Greenbacks trail at 31-22 through 3 complete quarters, and the Greenbacks still in this ball game, only trail by 9. Bronner picked up her 3rd foul to close out that 3rd, so the Greenbacks have a few things working in their favor. If they can come out, play a clean 4th quarter, get themselves back into this ball game. Winklepleck, top of the key, working against Cooprider. Hands it back to Myers. Now Winklepleck gets it right back, goes left side. Needs some help. McAllister comes out. Hughes trying to post up, having no luck. It's Winklepleck who will get into the paint and fire away. Wrestling for a rebound, and a jump ball coming as her and Patry both tied up in the paint. Jump ball goes to the Wildcats. Wildcats get it up ahead to Bronner. Idakevich left side. Idakevich gets it back. Winklepleck coming out. Sowers doing a good job defending that post from Patry. Now slips behind Sowers and skids her way in. No whistle on the walk. Wildcats keep it alive. Nearly knocked down a 3 to make the Greenbacks pay for it, but Patry on the putback does.
2 points for Ryan Patrick.
Hughes will slow walk this one up the court, try to set up the offense this time with her running point. Winklepleck comes out to help, gets it left side. Now Sowers setting a screen for Winklepleck down low. She was there, but too late. Gets it back off the tip and puts it in for 2.
It's a big possession here. The Greenbacks really need to stop right now to try to close this gap with 6:30 left in the 4th.
Idakevich works it right side for the Wildcats. Hughes defending, comes out, creates some pressure, swings it to Dufresne. Now the Cooprider goes high over the top, looking for Patry. Nothing there, and it sails out of bounds.
Their step 1 gets you stopped. Now capitalize on it.
Now you've got to put back-to-back possessions together if you're this Greenback offense that turn into points. Wildcats showing a little full court pressure, but back off of it. Hughes will be able to bring the ball up unguarded. McAllister flashing, nothing there. Now Winklepleck gets on the move. Sowers trying to create some positioning down low. Winklepleck, that left elbow. Back to McAllister. McAllister cutting to the rim, picks it up. Back to Winklepleck. Winklepleck trying to dump down to Sowers in traffic, puts it back on the court. Too strong off the back of the rim, and Bronner there for the board. It was a good look for Winklepleck.
Yes, it was.
Bronner now off the dribble, back the other way. Tips it into the corner. McAllister gets a hand on it. Comes away with the steal. Myers needs some help. Sowers there to bring it up the court. Gets it into the hands of McAllister. Skip pass to Hughes. Pump fake on the 3. She'll dribble drive in, runs into contact, and a charge call. Not the call I saw coming.
I wasn't
when
seeing
I
that
heard
one coming,
whistle.
no.
Foul call number 24 for the Greenbacks. Hope Hughes has her 3rd. First.
Hughes picks up her 3rd. The Wildcats get it back. 5:12 to play here in the 4th quarter. Wildcats playing with a 33-24 point lead. Idakevich top of the key. Cooprider nearly lost it far side. Hauls it back in. Looking for Bronner, setting up on the baseline. Can't work with it. Reverse it back to Idakevich. Under 10 on the shot clock. Greenbacks defending well. Can they hold on to it for another 8 seconds? Bronner in the paint. Patry off the board. And Hughes now wants to get out and press. Gonna slow it down, let the offense catch up. 4:36 to play here in the 4th. Hughes tried to spin her way in on the baseline, but lost the ball. Cooprider and Hughes fighting for it, and a jump ball will stay with the Greenbacks.
Subbing in now for the Greenbacks.
Forsberg gonna check back into the ball game for McAllister. And for the Wildcats, Aubrey Nickel into the ball game. Carly Cooprider will get a breather. Forsberg, a deep 3. Greenback still looking for their first three-point bucket. Could have used it there. The putback from Winkelpleck doesn't go. And Bronner out on the outlet. Idakevich trying to get ahead of the Greenback defense. Goes up and under Forsberg, who will be called for the foul.
Foul ball number 11 for the Greenbacks, Joanna Forsberg.
Forsberg picks up her second. Natalie Idakevich make her first trip to the free throw line tonight. Got the bounce, drops it in. Second free throw goes as well. Idakevich 2 of 2 at the free throw line. She's got 4 points on the evening and a 30-second timeout.
With 11-point lead for the Haven Wildcats over the Pratt Greenbacks, you know, right now I don't feel like the ladies can take too much time. They got to really get downhill, kind of struggling to score. So in my opinion, it's kind of more, hey, we got to get some shots up and try to get some rebounds and putbacks.
Yeah, a three-point bucket would be big for the Greenbacks.
We haven't hit one tonight.
Neither have the Wildcats.
Yeah.
That's a good sign that both teams, neither of them able to connect from beyond the three-point arc. The Wildcats have taken more than the Greenbacks, but the Greenbacks haven't had a lot of good looks. And if you're Coach Troyan, I think you're telling Hope Hughes in this timeout, we've got to have some three-point possessions here out of you.
I'd love to see some on-ball screens for her, just to try to help her create a little space.
And that's when she shoots the best, when she has a little bit of time to set up that shot, get her feet set, square up to the rim. It'll be Greenback ball after that timeout. Hughes to bring it up the court. Into the corner to Winkelpleck. Baseline drive, looking for Sowers on the backside, and nobody there. A quick turnover for the Greenbacks.
Like the Greenbacks have switched to man-to-man for the first time this evening. You don't see a lot of that out of the girls.
A lot of it's just due to the lack of depth. Playing full court man-to-man is so taxing on you. And you don't have a deep bench that you can sub in and sub out to keep your players fresh. It's asking a lot, but with 3:55 to play here in the fourth, I think it's time you ask for it. Myers defending left side, nearly pokes it away. Forsberg tried to get a hand in there. Wildcats keep it alive. Miscommunication as Nickel was not looking for that pass from Idakevich.
Caused a little havoc on that possession, just a little switch up there.
Now you've got to do the second half of it and turn it into points on the offensive end. Forsberg to Sowers at that high elbow. Has Patry at her back. Not much she can do. Going to take it to the rim. Off the back iron and into the hands of Bronner. Bronner looking up ahead. Dufresne had to pull that one down, and then Patry left unguarded underneath. A quick possession for the Wildcats that turns into two. Patry with 12 points on the night. Forsberg double teamed up top. Should leave somebody open. Sowers open underneath the bucket. Greenbacks now get it to her, and she's able to lay it in for two. That's how you take advantage of a high double team, is you know there's got to be a mismatch somewhere underneath. Bronner will try a right elbow jumper. Patry backside putback doesn't go. Gets it again, and a third chance. This time she'll go to the free throw line.
She picked up her 11th rebound on the evening in that possession there. She's done a great job. It's been hard for the ladies to keep her off the boards.
12 points to go with it. A double-double on the night for Ryland Patry. Winkelpleck picked up her fourth foul on that whistle.
Subbing in now for the Lady Wildcats, number 35, Carly Cooprider.
Cooprider back into the ball game for Coach Roper. And that free throw too strong. Hughes with the board for the Greenbacks, looking up ahead. 2:35 to play here in this fourth quarter. Greenbacks trail at 37-26. Winkelpleck comes out to help. Hughes now gets on the move. Trying to cut through and set up down low. Sets a screen for Winkelpleck. Nothing there. Forsberg thought about the three. Going to dribble in. Bronner there to defend. And Forsberg draws the foul against Bronner. The fourth foul on Bronner.
So what the Lady Greenbacks want to happen, try to earn some points at the charity stripe with the clock stopped, trailing 11.
Forsberg's got a chance here. Hasn't been to the free throw line yet tonight. First one on the way, good. Left iron doesn't go for Forsberg. Patry with the rebound. Picks up another one to add to that total. Hughes jumps in front of the outlet. Dribbles into the triple team. Kick out. Forsberg will try the jumper. Knocks it down. Greenbacks with full court pressure. Coach Roper wants to take a full
Got it down to
timeout. Make sure his team's on the same page. 1:59 to play here in the fourth. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more Greenback basketball when we return.
Escape into your ultimate outdoor getaway with the help of Uni Landscapes, your local full-service landscape design and construction company specializing in landscapes, hardscapes, patios, sprinkler systems, water features, and snow removal services. They create your dream space by incorporating design elements unique to you and your family. Uni Landscapes serves Pratt and the surrounding area and is open Monday through Friday. Call 620-672-3301 to transform your outdoor space today.
Need proof that Pratt has something for you? Living in Pratt is second to none with a fitness center, added new wings on an already impressive regional medical center, even an art museum. Pratt has dynamic downtown shopping, lots of hunting and fishing, and over 200 acres for outdoor lovers. Pratt is a great place to work and raise a family with beautiful older homes and new developments. Progressive, proud, and visionary. Proof that Pratt has something for you.
Well, welcome back. Fourth quarter action, 1:59 to play. Greenbacks showing full court pressure after a little bit of run put together. The Greenbacks 5 unanswered points. Trail at 37-29. Need a defensive stop here. Coach Roper took the timeout to try to handle this Greenback full court pressure. Now they back it off with Idakevich coming up right side. Backside to Dufresne. She'll dribble in, kick out to Cooprider. Wildcats playing with the luxury of the lead. The clock is their friend. It's the Greenbacks who need the urgency here on defense. Bronner down low. She'll turn and fire. Rolls off the front of the rim and drops in. Boy, when you need points, you put it in the hand of your scorer, and that is Avery Bronner. She's got 23 on the night. And on the Greenbacks end, it's Hope Hughes trying to get them back in this ball game. The miss. Myers put back blocked. Patry with the rebound. And a whistle as Sowers trying to get a hand on that ball. 1:17 to play. It felt like that sequence of possessions
might have sealed the deal.
Might have determined the game, as if the Greenbacks could have got a stop and then added on to that 5-0 run and closed this gap. Still time left in this ball game, but that bucket from Bronner was huge. Idakevich gets the ball in safely, gets it right back. Greenbacks back off the pressure. Now show it again. Winkelpleck running with Idakevich right side. Myers top of the key with Dufresne.
Only the second team foul, or no, sorry, that's the fifth on the Greenbacks.
So that will send Sorrel Dufresne to the free throw line after Myers picks that out up on the perimeter. First free throw does not fall. Second free throw off the front of the rim. Patry there for the putback, gets her own miss again. The third time she's able to pull down her own rebound and keeps it alive. Outlets to Cooprider. She'll try a three from the right side. Over the rim in the hands of Dufresne. Looking for Patry again down low. Sowers finally able to front that one and come away with the ball. Hughes up ahead to Forsberg, 45 to play. The bank shot doesn't go. Bronner pulls down the board. And Forsberg picks up a foul, chasing down Bronner on the far side.
Foul call number 11 for the Lady Greenbacks, Joanna Forsberg. That is her third.
Avery Bronner will go to the free throw line. 37 seconds to play here in this fourth quarter. Wildcats with a 10-point lead. Bronner trying to add to it here, does. First free throw good. Second free throw, got the roll on that one. Bronner 7-9 from the free throw line. She's got 25 points on the evening. Forsberg comes back for the inbounds, but may need help. Myers gets it in, gets it right back. Across midcourt, Sowers backing down Patry. Kick out, Hughes will try a three. Rattles out. Bronner clearing things. Hughes still aggressing. Full court, Bronner able to get by her with the dribble. Into the half court now to Dufresne. Ida Cavage gonna back it out. The Greenbacks appear to back off with the pressure as well. Dufresne to Ida Cavage, under 5 to play here in the fourth. And that will take us to the final buzzer, 41-29, your final score. The Wildcats come away with the win. They improve to 12-6 on the season. The Lady Greenbacks fall to 5-12 after a hard-fought game here at home. Stick around, we've got the Maydew Tebow Optometry post-game show coming up when we return here on Thunder Country.
Looking for a dealership you can trust? Doug Ray Chevrolet in Pratt is your hometown destination for quality vehicles and exceptional service. From brand new Chevrolets to dependable pre-owned options, you'll find the perfect fit for your lifestyle and budget. Their friendly, knowledgeable team makes buying easy, and their service department keeps you running strong long after the sale. When you want honesty, value, and a better way to buy, choose Doug Ray Chevrolet in Pratt. Experience the difference today.
When it comes to your health, trust Grace Clinic and Urgent Care in Pratt, conveniently located at 920 East 1st Street. Grace Clinic proudly serves Pratt and the surrounding area. Family nurse practitioner McKaylee Kirby provides primary care, urgent care, and sports physicals, and is accepting new patients and walk-ins. Open Monday through Friday, except Tuesdays, from 8:30 to 6, and Saturdays, 9 to noon. Call 620-388-3086 today. That's Grace Clinic and Urgent Care, caring for your family close to home.
On the basketball court, a good offense is the best defense. You can count on me, Jamie Roach, your Farm Bureau agent, to be your family's point guard and defend you against whatever life throws your way. I am there to handle all your auto, home, life, and business insurance needs. Don't wait for the worst to happen when it comes to your insurance. Talk to me, Jamie Roach, today and see how I can help protect what matters most.
Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company, Western Agricultural Insurance Company.
Clear, comfortable vision is one of life's greatest blessings. At Maydew Tebow Optometry, Doctors Troy Maydew, Seth Tebow, and Andrew Piester are committed to helping you maintain healthy eyes and clear vision. Prevention and early intervention are the keys to your eyes, providing that clear and comfortable vision your entire life. Regular comprehensive eye examinations are essential in identifying conditions that can damage your sight. Call us at Maydew Tebow Optometry for an appointment today or visit us at maydewtebow.com.
Welcome back to the Maydew Tebow Optometry post-game show here on Thunder Country as the Lady Greenbacks fall 41-29 against a tough Wildcat team. Greenbacks, I thought it was a ball game that they played pretty good ball. Just some things that you would have loved to have cleaned up if you're Coach Stroyan, as at times just weren't real decisive where to go with the ball, and it just felt like at times what it was. A lot of freshmen playing against a lot of players with varsity experience in that Haven team. And that's kind of how I would describe that game as a whole, was just underclassmen playing against girls who have done this for a long time.
Yeah, I'd say there's two keys to that game that, caused the Lady Greenbacks to fall in that contest, was the turnover battle and the rebounding battle. That Haven won both sides of that, and I think that was really the difference makers. The girls played a great game other than that.
Early on, it looked like Sowers was going to be able to contend down low, and she did at times, but boy, she had her work cut out for her.
When you're giving up, a 6'2", 6'1", 6'2", whatever she is right in there, that's a lot to give up, and she battled all night really well, but with her having that height advantage, it really took a toll later on in the game. It
started to show as the game went on, the physicality. There was only so much that Sowers could do. She did everything she was capable of doing, but Patry just really had a good game underneath, able to create her own rebounds and her own shots multiple times. We saw
that last possession, she had 3 just on that possession.
Yeah, with the putbacks off of her own shot. So the Greenbacks played a good game here against Haven. We mentioned when they played them earlier this season, 51-34 was the score, and that ball game to me felt like a little more of a mismatch. Tonight's ball game felt a little more evenly matched. It was just missed opportunities for the Greenbacks at times with the way that they just couldn't put some clean offensive sets together. You know, they started that offensive set. Now, credit due, a lot of that was to the defense that the Wildcats provided and the level of intensity that they did made it tough for the Greenbacks. So a lot of it was forced by that Wildcat team. So not to take anything away from them, but when you're trying to set that offensive setup so high in the back court, it just doesn't let you have that vision as far as you want under the rim, and it makes those passes longer then that are easier to defend and easier to jump in front of. And we saw that as a storyline throughout the night. The passing lanes were just jumped time in and time out from the Wildcats.
I thought they did a good job adjusting to it in the second half. I felt like the girls did a better job of making stronger passes, meeting the ball better. The first half there was really crucial for them as far as they were struggling getting past that Haven pressure. On the flip side, I thought the ladies did a great job tonight on the defensive side, though. I mean, they battled well, held them down. Bronner's going to get her point. She's just that good of a player. You know, you just got to try to slow her down. But I thought the ladies did a good job tonight.
Yeah, 25 points for Bronner.
She's going to get her points.
She came in and she did what she does.
Yep.
She's one of those players that when you watch her play, you remember her name.
Yep.
You know, there's a handful of players across the state or that we cover across, you know, all the ball games that the Greenbacks play from opposing teams. And if you say, boy, who is this? You go, Avery Bronner. You know, she's one that you remember her.
She's our Arlie Morrell for the boys.
And she is.
When you play, you just remember her because she's just that good.
You've got a game plan for her, and 99% of the time they come out and perform. And tonight, another great performance from Avery Bronner as she finished with 25 points on the night, had a good night at the free throw line, went 7-9 at the free throw line when she was able to get there. Patry also for the Wildcats finished with 15 rebounds and points-wise had 12, so a double-double for Ryland Patry. On the Greenback side of things, Forsberg with 5 points, Winkelpleck with 6, McAllister with 2, Hughes led the way with 10 points, Sowers with 6 points. Myers wasn't able to get her shot going throughout the night. She had a little bit of a size disadvantage as well. The length that would come out and defend Myers at times, it was tough to do anything with for Myers out on the perimeter.
Yeah, you've seen it a couple times just with her height. You know, some of those that she's been able to take all the way to the rim on a drive, you know, and draw the foul here. Haven was just a little bit bigger than what we've usually seen, and it was hard for her to get her shot up underneath.
Well, two of the things we always update on post-game is our Ham Auction buckets for Booster Club and our Timish Electric Player of the Game. And I think this is the first game all season we have not seen a three-point bucket from either team. The Greenbacks, no shots made from beyond the arc, and the Wildcats, none from beyond the arc. I don't think we've seen that all season long. So the rare ball game where we had no additions to the Greenback buckets for Booster Club from Ham Auction. The girls came in with 54, and they'll leave with 54. So need to make a big adjustment Friday night to try to get their weekly average back to where it usually is for that promotion that John and Kevin have done for 3 years running now. Ham Auction donating $5 for every made three-point bucket to the Greenback Booster Club on both the boys and the girls side. So once again, thank you to John and Kevin. Timish Electric Player of the Ball Game. Hughes finished with 10 points, Sowers with 6 points, Winkelpleck with 6, and Forsberg with 5. When you're talking scoring, Sowers also with 9 rebounds to go with those points, and I felt like she really battled down low tonight.
She did. She battled really hard tonight. I mean, she had given up the height advantage that Haven had over us. I thought she did a fantastic job of just keeping us in it. You know, she grabbed a lot of defensive rebounds down there to help us, you know, limit them to only one chance on that possessions, and I thought she did a fantastic job.
Yeah, with that, I'm going to have to give the defensive energy and intensity as the metric that tips the scale when it comes to that Timish Electric Player of the Game. So Addison Sowers taking home our Player of the Game. Congratulations to her, and thank you to Timish's at Timish Electric for putting on the Timish Electric Player of the Game. We'll take another break with the Maydew Tebow Optometry postgame show, and when we get back, we will get you all set for tip-off. Before we do that, though, coming back from the break, we will have a nice in-between moment here as we've got some Shrine Bowl inductees for this 2026 Shrine Bowl coming up in this summer. We'll touch on those when we come back. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Greenback Basketball here on Thunder Country.
This is Terry from Gatlin Meckler's Pharmacy. On display in our pharmacy is a nice assortment of over-the-counter items and a wide array of medical supplies, which includes knee scooters, walkers, canes, and bathroom items. We bill Medicare for respiratory. This is Terry from Gatlin Meckler's Pharmacy. On display in our pharmacy is a nice assortment of over-the-counter items and a wide array of medical supplies, which includes knee scooters, walkers, canes, and bathroom items. We bill Medicare for respiratory supplies and immunizations. Our preferred pricing on prescriptions will get you through the door, and our customer service will get you to come back. Be sure to stop in today and see us on Country Club Road in Pratt.
When it comes to real estate, folks want to work with someone they know and trust. I'm John Hamm with Hamm Auction and Real Estate. Whether you're buying a home, selling land, or thinking about an auction, Kevin and I take the time to walk you through every step. No pressure, just honest local advice. We're proud supporters of the Pratt High Greenbacks and proud to be a part of this community. Give me a call at 620-450-7481 or Kevin at 620-770-2381. Hamm Auction and Real Estate, local knowledge you can trust.
It's a fact. A custom cow mineral does not have to cost more. Actually, it might be just what you need to improve your cow herd. The friendly and helpful professionals at Extra Factors in Pratt are available to sit down and discuss your operations needs and goals. From custom protein supplements and liquid protein to bulk commodities and possible mineral formulation. Find it all at Extra Factors. Call 620-672-5616 and speak with Levi Macbeth for all your nutritional needs. Extra Factors. We put the extra into cattle nutrition.
This is Jeff.
And Jared.
At Intergreen Services, proud supporter of the Pratt Greenbacks.
Around here we say one call fixes it all. From HVAC, plumbing, septic, electrical, and even water well service. We're your hometown team you can count on, just like the Greenbacks on game day.
We're proud to stand behind our athletes, our school, and our community.
So when something needs fixing at home, call Intergreen at 620-672-2338 or visit intergreenservices.com.
Intergreen Services, neighbors helping neighbors, always cheering for the Greenbacks.
Welcome back as we now transition to the Doug Gray Chevrolet pregame show here on Thunder Country. As always, I'm Cody Eustis alongside Logan McAllister as the Greenbacks get ready to take on the Wildcats. Again, a team they've matched up before earlier in January. Before we get to that, in between ball games, some Shrine Bowl inductees for the Pratt High Greenbacks. Head coach Brent Holting selected to coach on the 4A West side of things, and Josiah Schmidt, a late addition to the Shrine Bowl. As always, you have some players that get selected and then have previous commitments or signings with other schools they don't end up playing. So it takes some other players along the way, those ones that were on the fringe, and Josiah Schmidt taking one of those alternate spots to fill up that West roster. So congratulations to him. Arlie Morrell, also a Shrine Bowl selection, one of those players that we were talking about. Many times you see those kids who are signed to go on and play college ball. That college doesn't want to take the chance on you getting hurt, and they will request, why don't you not play in that exhibition matchup in the summer and get on campus and start getting ready for us. So that's what Morrell's plans will be this summer, but Josiah Schmidt will be fun to go out and watch him. We were able to watch his brother.
Yeah. I was getting ready to say, so I wonder what that Schmidt household was like. You know, that's back-to-back years. They've had both their boys in Owen Schmidt last year and Josiah this year, so that's pretty cool.
Pretty neat. Well, they've been a fun family to watch come through this Greenback, the Greenback halls and wear Greenback jerseys. Speaking of Greenbacks, the Greenbacks set to take on the Wildcats here coming up. The Greenbacks 14-1 on the season. The Wildcats 8-8. And in that previous matchup back in January, the Greenbacks came away 64-40 in that ball game. Talking with Coach Batten halftime of the ladies game, we talked a little bit about that ball game and the slow start that the Greenbacks had. Trailed for one of the few times this season after the first quarter, 20-16. The Wildcats were able to jump out on front of them, and it really came from the shooting of Brogan Ray. Standout guard for this Wildcat team. Stan comes from, we talked about that Schmidt family being a great athletic family, that Ray family as well. Nash Ray was one of the fun athletes to come through the ranks of high school. We talked about Avery Bronner, and a name you remember. Nash Ray, one of those also. For sure. One of the rare all-state selections in football, basketball, and baseball, and he was fun to watch.
I believe he carried on his career in baseball?
I'm not 100% sure on that. It wouldn't surprise me at all. Younger brother Brogan Ray now on the court, picking up where Nash left off, and similar style to play. Dangerous from anywhere on the court. He showed it in that first matchup. 15 points, 12 of those were in that first quarter that got the Wildcats out to that lead. Now after that, Greenbacks settled down and realized you can't give him any space. I don't care if it's at the timeline. You've got to close out that distance because he's not afraid to pull the trigger and fire. Kind of Caitlin Clark reminiscent as far as once you're across half court, you better get up and defend.
Yeah, he's that type of player that he's just that solid, that good, and has that much confidence. And he can do more than shoot it too. He can drive. He's really quick.
Well, he
good
just
handles.
directs that offense. He's the quarterback of that offense when they're out there on the court, and just has such good court vision that if he's not the one creating the offense, some way he's got his hand on it, whether it's getting it to one of the big men in Alt Vader or Bontrager. And we'll see how the Greenbacks come out and defend.
Yeah, in the first matchup when we played him in January, he came out really hot, hit a bunch. I think he had 3 threes in the first quarter there. The Greenbacks did a really good job in the second half and the second quarter of really closing out on him and not allowing him to get as many shots up, and did a really good job on the, like I said, the adjustment to slow him down.
Well, only had one bucket after the first quarter. 12 points in the first quarter, finished with 15 on the night, and that other 3-point bucket came at the opening of the fourth quarter. So the Greenbacks found a way to defend him after that first.
I really figured you're going to see Kyler Barker starting on him. It seems like he always draws the straw of, trying to slow down the guard shooters, and then Carlita Laura coming in off the bench.
That's the beauty about this Greenback defensive
What a beaut
scheme.
that is.
Oh, boy. You can just rotate them in. When one gets tired, hand up, coach, I need a breather. Fire another one in, whether it's Carlito Lara, Cade Leggett, or Kyler Barker, Caleb Strong. You put those guards on the perimeter and tell them to lock down an opposing offender. 9 times out of 10, it makes tough work for that player on the other side of the court.
I know we've touched on it multiple times this year, but what a luxury for Coach Batten to have. Just have that depth and, the ability and the confidence of the players to be like, hey, I'm tired. Hey, that's fine. I got another guy ready to go roll right now.
And that's what we talked to him. I think it was post-game of that Liberal game, or maybe halftime out there in Liberal, when I talked to him a little bit about the luxury of being able to scrimmage with a roster this deep, is that you get such good looks all day long in practices. You could split those squads up and provide almost your own sort of jamboree where you don't have to go to another school to get another starting 5 to test your starting 5. This roster's so deep that they're being tested week in and week out in practice.
We've also had the luxury of being able to watch the JV play a few times. I think there's some ball players on the JV squad, too, that can step up there and help challenge people as well. So, the countless amount of guys that he's got to be able to put pressure in game-time situations out there is unbelievable.
Yeah, what a luxury to have for Coach Pat. Not something he's always had in his career, and that was what he kind of laughed about was, boy, when you have it like this, you appreciate it.
It's like almost mythical.
It is. It doesn't come around very often. A little bit a unicorn of a roster. You don't see him very often. So the Greenbacks set to take on the Wildcats here. Another home game, a busy home week for the Greenbacks. It'll be homecoming Friday night, so all week long you've got the homecoming festivities that go along with it, with the celebration Friday, the assembly, and then that ball game will be in the Frog Dome against Nickerson on Friday evening. So if you only pick a few games to come to a year, if you're one of those fans who doesn't make it out too often, that would be the one I would tell you to come out. With that being said, if you've got some earplugs or some AirPods, I wouldn't hesitate to bring them. That gym is so loud now.
I think you got to leave them at home so you get the full experience.
It is not a bad idea. It's like going to a NASCAR event, where the kids got the headphones on to drown it out. Nearly tip-off here for the Greenbacks. We'll take one more break, and when we come back, get you all set for starting lineups. You're listening to Greenback Basketball here on Thunder Country.
Are you interested in building a new home or remodeling your current one? If so, give J.A. Knight & Sons a call today. This is Chase Golly with J.A. Knight & Sons, and we are the area's premier general contractor and have been serving the Pratt and surrounding area for over 50 years with superior quality and attention to detail. We specialize in high-end residential and commercial construction and have now expanded our services to include pre-engineered metal buildings. J.A. Knight & Sons is a proud supporter of Greenback Athletics and would like to help turn your next dream into reality.
Exceptional dentistry, right in your neighborhood. At Pratt Family Dental, Dr. Carson Hopkins and Dr. Stephen Coons are here to keep your smile healthy and bright. From routine cleanings to advanced care, our team has the expertise and technology to handle all your dental needs with comfort and confidence. Because at Pratt Family Dental, it's not just about teeth, it's about family, trust, and smiles that last a lifetime. Call today to schedule your appointment with Dr. Hopkins or Dr. Coons. Pratt Family Dental, where exceptional care meets friendly faces.
Are you a sports fan looking for a great place to grab a bite to eat? Look no further than Legends Cafe, located in Pratt, Kansas, on Highway 54. Legends is open 6 days a week and serves up mouth-watering burgers, fresh salads, hearty sandwiches, and much more. And don't forget about their daily specials. Legends is proud to support Greenback sports and all the local teams. So whether you're celebrating a big win or just need to refuel after the game, Legends has you covered. Come on down to Legends, and we'll take care of the rest.
At Timish Electric, we light up your world with reliable and efficient electrical services. Our team of skilled and certified electricians is dedicated to providing top-notch service for all your electrical needs. From residential, commercial, or industrial needs, we ensure your electrical systems are safe, reliable, and up to code. Contact us today at 620-672-9334 to schedule a consultation. Timish Electric, proudly serving Pratt and the surrounding areas electrical needs for over 25 years.
Welcome back to the Doug Ray Chevrolet pregame show here on Thunder Country as we get you all set for starting lineups. And what a great performance by Jeffrey Port and the Pratt Pride of South Central Kansas and the band across the way bringing us that national anthem. Now time for starting lineups. We'll start with the Wildcats of Haven. Number 3, a 5'6" junior, Colton Altvader. Number 5, 5'11" junior, Brogan Ray. Number 11, a 5'10" junior, Zaid Turner. Number 15, a 5'10" sophomore, Logan Jacquis. Number 22, a 5'10" sophomore, Cole Bronner. Wildcats led by head coach Jared Hett, assisted by Drew Thalman and Grant Ray. And time for your Pratt High Greenbacks. Number 0, 5'10" junior, Hudson Titus. Number 4, 5'11" junior, Kyler Barker. Number 5, 6' sophomore, Cade Liggett. Number 20, 6'6" senior, Arlie Morrell. And number 33, a 6'2" junior, Caleb Strong. The Greenbacks led by head coach Chris Batten, assisted by Tyler Strong and Parker Titus. And with that, we are all set as they clear the student-formed tunnel across the way in what looks like a neon-themed student section tonight for the Greenbacks. One of the many themes this week for homecoming week, as every day has been a theme along the way. Under the Big Top, I believe, is the theme for homecoming this year. Circus, Greatest Showman.
All right.
One of the greatest movies out there, Greatest Showman.
Never seen it.
Love myself a good musical. Shout out to you, Mom. That one's for you. Both teams one last word with their coaches before they break the huddle. And it will be Arlie Morrell set to tip off for the Wildcats. Cole Bronner at center court, and we are underway. Greenbacks come away with the tip going right to left on your radio dial. Hudson Titus working point for the Greenbacks. Starts it left side to Barker. Barker looking for Morrell, trying to take advantage of that mismatch and throws it into traffic. Wildcats come away with the steal. Brogan Ray now with his hands on the ball for the first time tonight. Barker, there it was. You talked about it pregame, Logan. forces the turnover, top of the key. Barker and Strong. Barker trying to step through, ball tied up, hands on it, and a whistle. Jump ball will go to the Wildcats. That was that matchup you talked about.
It was, yeah. You know, Barker remembers that start of the game at Haven, and he's like, this probably is not going to happen again. I'm going to do everything I can to prevent it, and he's doing a great job on that first possession.
It'll be Altvader bringing the ball up the court this time, picked up by Titus, another great defender for this Greenback defense. Picks it up left side. Comes back near side to Bronner. Bronner brings Morrell out to Wildcats work it. Shot clock nears 10. Into the corner. Altvader picked up by Strong. Not liking the look. Comes out. Bronner tipped away by Strong, and now Morrell coming out front. Comes left side to Barker. Likes to work that left side into traffic. Gets it to fall and one. Kyler Barker will go to the free throw line. Foul will go against Brogan Ray of the Wildcats. Free throw from Barker goes. Three-point play capped off. Greenback defense looking for a stop. Brogan Ray threading the needle on the backside to Bronner, and Bronner finishes. Morrell trying to back down. Bronner goes to Barker. Barker steps through. Again off the glass, Kyler Barker.
Barker coming out aggressive in this first quarter of this game and doing a fantastic job of just getting to the rim.
You know, Barker scoreless in that Liberal game Friday night, I believe, and now 2 minutes into this ball game has all 5 of the Greenbacks points. Left side, Ray gets rid of it. Bronner, he'll try the first 3 of the night, knocks it down, ties us up.
That's something that Morrell doesn't really have to do a lot, is get out to the three-point line and guard it. He went underneath everybody on the defensive side there and let separation happen, and he knocked it down.
So far, this is a Bronner versus Barker matchup. Both of those players, respectively, with all 5 points for their team. Barker throws that one into traffic, gets it back. Takes it to the rim. Again, Kyler Barker can't lay that one in, but Morrell there, backside, clean up good, and one.
Morrell doing what Morrell does, sits there and wait for those rebounds, tipped it to himself, and went up and drew the and one.
And Morrell's got the advantage when you look at the size mismatch down low. At the free throw line, knocks down the front end. Barker picking up Ray in the backcourt. Ray gets rid of it to Jacquis. Turner near side nearly loses it. Altvader trying to dribble into the paint. Tough shot off the glass. Titus looking up ahead. Strong left side. Morrell calling for it. Can't get it to him. Titus top of the key, nearly swatted away. Lowers his shoulder, and they're going to say a walk from Titus. Boy, it looked like it was a good jump through by Titus. Not going to give it to him.
Yeah, he does a really good job with that jump stop kind of hesitation, let the defense fly by, and that time he just got called for the travel.
5:06 to play here in the opening quarter. Greenbacks on top, 8-5. Titus sees the ball on the court, heads for it, tipped out of bounds. Last touched by the Wildcats, and things getting chippy here early. Force the turnover on Altvader. That pressure from the Greenback defense. And here's that substitution where you see Carlito Laura come in, give Liggett a break. Titus will get a breather as well.
DeMuth come in for Liggett.
Checks in. Barker works it left side. Morrell top of the key, comes out to get it. Puts it on the court. Spin move, good footwork, finger roll. Wow.
Impressive.
We talked about that footwork with Coach Batten postgame against Liberal because he showed it off there as well, and picking up right where he left off. Has the Greenbacks on top 10-5 in this opening quarter. Ray, top of the key, comes near side to Turner. Turner puts it in the hands of DeMuth. DeMuth out front running, has Laura right side. DeMuth gonna take it all the way. Too strong, Laura there, backside, clean up good. Transition points. This Greenback team loves them. Greenbacks on top 12-5 with a 7-0 run here, 4:10 to play in the first. Turner top of the key, Strong out defending. 3-point shot from Jacquez, and DeMuth on the floor. Rolls over the body of Bronner. It'll go out of bounds, and the Wildcats will get it back. Martin and Bontrager checking into the ball game for the Wildcats. Cade Liggett coming in. Morrell and Barker comes out as Titus back in the ball game as well. Altvader in the corner. The Wildcats come up top. Bontrager swarmed by DeMuth, has to get rid of it. Ray left open, tries his first three of the night. That one falls well short into the hands of Strong. Looking up ahead, DeMuth splits the defense. Left hand, high off the glass, finishes.
Boy, it's good to see him back.
And the run continues. The Greenbacks on a 9-0 run forces a full timeout from the Wildcats. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 60 seconds with more Greenback basketball.
Mead Lumber in Pratt is looking better than ever. Stop by and see our brand new renovations with the same friendly faces you know and trust. Whether you're tackling a big project or just need supplies for the weekend, Mead Lumber has you covered with quality products and expert service. We're proud to be a part of this community and even more proud to support the hardworking athletes of Pratt High School. Mead Lumber, building relationships, building Pratt.
To keep your equipment running, count on BTI for bulk oil delivered directly to your farm. Now BTI delivers 3 times the product, and it's quicker than ever. Our trucks travel up to 150 miles from any of our 6 stores, delivering premium oil, hydraulic fluid, and DEF, up to 1,500 gallons in just 30 minutes. It's another way to save you time and money. Call any of our 6 BTI locations or visit btioil.com. BTI, our family in partnership with your family.
Welcome back. 3:41 to play here in this first quarter. What a start for the Greenbacks, on top 14-5. And early on, the Greenbacks have looked to get out and run. All started with the pressure from this Greenback defense. They have shown no signs of letting up and forced the turnover. Ray tried to chase it down, but nobody there. Tried to come all the way from the baseline. Good hustle play from Ray, but just too much ground to cover. Ball back in the Greenbacks' hands. Laura left alone on the baseline, thought about driving in. Greenbacks reset to Strong, backside three-point shot on the way. Not there, Liggett, good backside rebound, resets the shot clock. Laura dribble drive in, put it up high and dropped it in. Laura with 4 points, only averages 3.5 on the season, has 4 already here in the first. Has this Greenback bench riled up, calling for the strike. 3 defensive stops in a row. Martin gets by Strong on the baseline and will be going to the free throw line after drawing the foul.
That's one of those possessions for the Greenbacks when you're used to having Arlen Morrell behind you.
Yep.
When you get beat, to go up and challenge a shot.
Morrell set at the scorer's table to check in for the Greenbacks. Yeah, you're exactly right. We've talked about that before, about how aggressive this defense can be on the perimeter, knowing that you've got Morrell in the paint if they get by you. Second free throw, right iron. Barker there for the rebound. Barker right side, hands it off to Morrell. Morrell double team, trying to go back to Liggett. Tipped out of bounds. Laura thought it was off the Greenbacks, tried to save it, but they're going to say already hit the court off a Wildcat hand and will stay with the Greenbacks.
Ray comes up a little gimpy there. It's like he might have rolled his ankle or tweaked it a little bit. Kind of grabbing his right ankle.
Something to keep an eye on. That'd be a big loss for this Wildcat team. Morrell slashing to the rim off the inbounds, goes up, triple team, gets it back as Wildcats hit the court. Morrell fights through it for 2 more. Bronner across half court, kick out to Bontrager. Altvader comes and gets it, has Titus defending, can't get by him, lowers the shoulder. Double team comes, throws it into the backcourt. Bronner chases it down. Liggett forcing him right, kick out. Altvader, again, no space allowed from Titus, and now on the court, Titus wrestles it away, gets it up ahead to Barker. Slows it down, lets the rest of the offense catch up. Goes high to Morrell, top of the key. Now Barker gets it right back. Barker dribble drive in. That high floater that he's so good at. Off the mark, kept alive. Laura now keeps it alive for the Greenbacks. Back in the hands of Titus. Ball still on the court, and finally the Greenbacks able to slow it down. Barker going to take a baseline, and he'll go to the free throw line, and one!
That whole possession there was just effort by every Greenback on the floor. They just kept battling the whole time.
There was 20 sets of hands that touched that ball that time. Nobody could come away with it cleanly, and finally Barker with a drive to the rim gets it to fall and will go to the free throw line.
He's having himself a first quarter.
And Brogan Ray picks up his second foul. Comes out of the ball game.
Subbing in was for the
Devin Boyce into the ball game for the first time tonight for the Wildcats.
And for the Greenbacks of 22 men to move at number 33, Caleb Strong.
Barker at the free throw line to try to cap off that three-point play after the strong take to the rim. Knocks it down. Greenbacks on top, 21-6. 1:28 to play here in the first quarter. Near side, Martin puts it on the court. Turner needs some help. Altvader comes to provide it. Tough matchup. Hasn't had any luck against Titus. Has to get rid of it. Martin dribble drive, shot clock at 10. Titus and Altvader collide. Last touched by Altvader.
And Hudson Titus is playing some superb defense right now.
He has taken it upon himself to be the sole point of frustration for this Wildcat team.
And success is what he's got right now with it.
Now Titus with trouble with it on the other end. It's the Wildcats that come away with the fast break opportunity. Jump stop finish underneath the rim for Cole Bronner. Bronner having a great first quarter for this Wildcat team. He's got 7 of their 8 points. Morrell loves that left baseline. And a block that changed to a charge. Will go against the Greenbacks.
It kind of depended on which official you looked at. I think they got it right on that one.
Stick with the first, with the first instinct. 35 seconds to play. 5-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Greenbacks with a 21-8 lead. Wildcats try to put something together to close out the first quarter. Altvader in the corner, comes back up top to Boyce. Cutting underneath and off the hands. They're going to say last touched by DeMuth as Bronner was cutting to the rim.
Now for the Wildcats, number 15, Logan Jackwitz. And for
Jackwitz will check into the ball game. And Liggett checks in for the Greenbacks. High into the backcourt, three-point shot on the way for Jackwitz. It doesn't go. Rebound fought for between DeMuth, comes away with it. Strong takes a look up ahead, has Barker right side, plenty of time to play with. Barker again in traffic, no whistle, a little out of control that time. And the Wildcats now under 5 can get a shot off. A pull up from 40 feet off the glass, no good. And after one fast-paced quarter of play, the Greenbacks lead it 21-8. Stick around, Greenback basketball coming your way when we come back.
Looking for a dealership you can trust? Doug Gray Chevrolet in Pratt is your hometown destination for quality vehicles and exceptional service. From brand new Chevrolets to dependable, pre-owned options, you'll find the perfect fit for your lifestyle and budget. Their friendly, knowledgeable team makes buying easy, and their service department keeps you running strong long after the sale. When you want honesty, value, and a better way to buy, choose Doug Gray Chevrolet in Pratt. Experience the difference today.
When it comes to your health, trust Grace Clinic and Urgent Care in Pratt, conveniently located at 920 East 1st Street. Grace Clinic proudly serves Pratt and the surrounding area. Family nurse practitioner McKaylee Kirby provides primary care, urgent care, and sports physicals, and is accepting new patients and walk-ins. Open Monday through Friday, except Tuesdays, from 8:30 to 6, and Saturdays, 9 to noon. Call 620-388-3086 today. That's Grace Clinic and Urgent Care, caring for your family close to home.
Welcome back to Greenback basketball. I'm Cody Eastis alongside Logan McAllister, and the Greenbacks with a great first quarter on top 21-8. Now, conceptually, if you can do that for the second quarter as well, first half going to go the Greenbacks' way. Greenbacks do have the ball, work it with Barker in the corner. Morrell posting up, triple team, kicks it back out. Laura coming back the other side. Strong right wing, going to try another three, same spot. That one rattles out. Morrell trying to clean it up, tipped around, now goes up and finishes for two more. Good bucket for Marley Morrell. Once again, fighting around the rim. Ball tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Wildcats. Into the backcourt, Ray back into the ball game. Good sign as he had a bit of a tender ankle in that first quarter, so good sign for the Wildcats. See him back in there healthy. Turner trying to go baseline, runs into Liggett and Morrell, needs help. Ray comes to provide it. Nothing there, goes left side. Martin will try a three, falls short. Up ahead, Barker out in front, lays it in for two more.
Great look from Caleb Strong just to grab that rebound and see Barker streaking already. Barely even had the ball in his hand and threw it up for him.
That's the first look. Anytime someone comes away with a rebound, it's to look up court and see who's there. That time it was Barker, and the assist from Strong. Greenbacks with a 25-8 lead. 6:35 to play here in this second quarter. Kick out to Alt Vader. Defense closes out. Alt Vader turns off the foot, and the Greenback defense forces another turnover.
Kyler Barker getting a well-deserved break right now. He's had a fantastic start to this game.
Titus will start the offense with Strong, skips it over to Laura left side. Morrell flashing the low post. Titus takes it in, now finds Morrell, slams it down for two. Arlie Morrell says there will be no shenanigans in the paint here in my house, and goes up and slams that one down. Step back three on the way. Martin knocks it down. Wildcats hit their first three-point bucket of the ball game. Morrell thought about it, goes to Laura, backside cut, Liggett. They find him, blocked from behind, trying to stay with it. Ball on the court, everybody fighting for it, and the jump ball comes and will go to the Wildcats.
Subbing now for the Wildcats, number 10, Devin Boyce, and number 22, Cole Bronner. For your Greenbacks, number 2, Preston Ford, number 22, Layton Lamou.
Wildcat ball, Alt Vader working the ball up the court. 5:32 to play here in this second quarter. And Titus has done a good job frustrating Alt Vader all night long. Has to get rid of it. Bray cutting into the paint, and a blocking foul.
Unfortunate for Haven there. That was a shot that actually went in, but they called it on the floor.
That was a good take.
Yep.
Laura gets called for the foul before the shot.
I'm sorry, first team foul.
Wildcats on the perimeter, work it right side to Boyce. Ray comes out to get it. Laura closes out. Ray's got to get rid of it. Alt Vader in the far corner goes baseline. Morrell seals it off, and a whistle comes. Titus that time. Going to be whistled for the body foul.
Foul is called on number 0, Hudson Titus for the Greenbacks. That was his
Through the first 11 minutes of this game, it was probably about as physical as you could ask for out of a high school game, and this last possession here has been, I don't know if they're trying to make up for it or.
Backside, good defense from Morrell. I feel like it needs to be tightened up a little bit. There have been a few times where you've seen a lot of bodies flying around and the whistle not coming with it. Titus thought about the three, puts it on the court now, kicks out Laura. Penetrate, dribble drives in, gets it back, step through. Left hand, good.
That's when the ball's bouncing your way. That thing pinballed around about 3 or 4 times, and it still ended up in his lap.
Greenbacks on top, 29-11, 4:35 to play here in the second. Laura having a great game with 6 points early on in this ball game. Tough drive and take for Bronner, doesn't go. Titus looking to push the pace. Goes to Poor in the ball game now, left side, doesn't like it. Back to DeMuth. Morrell flashing high elbow. Doesn't take it to the rim. Settles for the jumper, and it comes up short. Altvater back in the hands of Jackwes, gets it back. Bronner looking for the backside cut. Goes through everybody. Who will they say it's last touched by?
Say Laura got the ball or touched the ball.
Gonna stay with the Wildcats. Ray will inbound on the baseline.
Sideline official caught it. I think he did nick the ball.
I think he did too. I was just hoping they didn't see it. Ray going up high to Boyce for the inbounds. Altvater will try a three. That one front of the rim. DeMuth pulls down the board, looking up ahead, seeing if he has anybody running. Nobody there. Kick out to Strong. Extra pass to Barker. The Greenbacks can't take advantage of it. Poor's going to try now from the corner. Three-point bucket, front of the rim. Does not go. Titus nearly tipped that one away with the swipe. Martin on the other side, hits the court. Greenbacks come away with it. It's 3-on-3. Titus running point, goes left side to DeMuth, has to switch to the left hand in the air, and it may have caused him off balance to miss that shot. No points for the Greenbacks. A deep three on the way for Altvater again, does not fall. Strong right side. Both teams playing fast. Poor in the corner, skips it. Far side to Strong. In the corner to Barker. Gonna reset. Left side to Poor. Titus comes out to the corner to get it. Titus, one of the great three-point shooters for the Greenbacks. Gets it to DeMuth, tried to find Barker on the entry pass. Tipped around on the baseline, Wildcats come away with it. Up ahead, Bronner gonna take it all the way from half court to the rim. And another board for Landon DeMuth. DeMuth doing a great job as Morrell not in this ball game right now, cleaning up the boards for the Greenbacks. See if the Greenbacks slow this possession down a little bit. Titus attacks, step through, dump down to Strong. Backside, what a great look from Hudson Titus.
He's had two really good looks tonight. One to Morrell for the dunk, and that one there to Strong for the layup.
Strong, his first bucket of the night. Has the Greenbacks on top, 31-11, a 20-point lead, another blocking foul from Hudson Titus.
I believe he's going to pick up his second personal.
Him and Colton Altvater, they've been going at it.
Yeah.
Titus,
you love to see a matchup like that.
Yeah, Titus just not willing to give an inch. He'll take a break as he picks up his second. It'll be Wildcat ball on the baseline. Ray to inbounds, goes up high to Boyce. Morrell out defending. Got a hand on that one, poked it away, but the Wildcats keep it. Ray in the corner looking for the cutter in Martin. Too strong, backside rebound fought for. Lara comes away with it, has Morrell up ahead. Does he see him? Creating some space, clearing the way for Lara, and Lara takes it to the rim. Good job from Arlie Morrell to back out, clear out that paint, and make the defender choose. Do you want to stay with Morrell on the trail or commit to Lara? Greenbacks lead at 33-11. Step back three on the way from Brogan Ray. Too strong, back of the rim, stays alive with an offensive board. Second putback doesn't go. Laura now pushing the pace, has Morrell to the right, Strong to the left. He takes Strong to the left. Jump shot doesn't go for Strong, and Ray gonna slow this down for the Wildcat offense. Martin tries a three. Morrell got a hand on it. Up ahead to Strong. Greenbacks won't slow down for long, and it's Caleb Strong. Lowering his head, taking it to the rim. That's the thing, this Greenback defense makes you play at their pace. Even if you're on offense and you want to slow it down, the pressure from this Greenback defense forces you to kind of speed things up and get the ball out of your hands. Boyce trying to go baseline, he does. Puts it in for two, his first bucket of the night. Morrell camping out on the low block. Barker finds him, Morrell finishes.
This is probably the most upbeat, fast game that I've seen out of the Greenbacks this year. You can tell they're really trying to put an emphasis on it, just get down the court, and they've done a great job of it all first half.
Morrell gets to the free throw line, try to pick up the and one. Picked up his 13th point on that bucket. Lara checking out of the ball game. Free throw from Morrell rattles out. Can't get it to fall. The Greenbacks lead at 37-13. 20 seconds left before the half. Ray tries a deep three, a high floater, doesn't go. Morrell clears it away, up ahead to Strong. Strong working against the defensive Turner. Kick back to Poor on the way, knocks it down, Creston Poor. Wildcats trying to get a bucket off before half, and they will not. The Greenbacks, with an impressive first half performance, lead this ball game 40-13. Don't go anywhere. We've got the Uptown Cafe Club DS halftime show when we return.
On the basketball court, a good offense is the best defense. You can count on me, Jamie Roach, your Farm Bureau agent, to be your family's point guard and defend you against whatever life throws your way. I am there to handle all your auto, home, life, and business insurance needs. Don't wait for the worst to happen when it comes to your insurance. Talk to me, Jamie Roach, today and see how I can help protect what matters most.
Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company, Western Agricultural Insurance Company.
Clear, comfortable vision is one of life's greatest blessings. At Maydew Tebow Optometry, Doctors Troy Maydew, Seth Tebow, and Andrew Peaster are committed to helping you maintain healthy eyes and clear vision. Prevention and early intervention are the keys to your eyes, providing that clear and comfortable vision your entire life. Regular comprehensive eye examinations are essential in identifying conditions that can damage your sight. Call us at Maydew Tebow Optometry for an appointment today or visit us at maydewtebow.com.
This is Terry from Gatlin Clark's Pharmacy. On display in our pharmacy is a nice assortment of over-the-counter items and a wide array of medical supplies, which includes knee scooters, walkers, canes, and bathroom items. We bill Medicare for respiratory supplies and immunizations. Our preferred pricing on prescriptions will get you through the door, and our customer service will get you to come back. Be sure to stop in today and see us on Country Club Road in Pratt.
When it comes to real estate, folks want to work with someone they know and trust. I'm John Hamm with Hamm Auction and Real Estate. Whether you're buying a home, selling land, or thinking about an auction, Kevin and I take the time to walk you through every step. No pressure, just honest local advice. We're proud supporters of the Pratt High Greenbacks and proud to be a part of this community. Give me a call at 620-450-7481 or Kevin at 620-770-2381. Hamm Auction and Real Estate, local knowledge you can trust.
Welcome back to the Uptown Cafe Club DS halftime show here on Thunder Country. 40-13 your score after one half of play. Greenbacks, boy, this has been a fast-paced first half, and the Greenbacks have led it from start to finish. They've come out hot. Kyler Barker exploded out of the gates in this ballgame. 10 first half points, 8 of those coming in the first quarter. Not a player who usually fills up the scoring column, only averaging 3.6 points per game coming into this. Him and Laura, the two of those have led the way. Laura with 8 points, Barker with 10. I forgot about Morrell's 13, but kind of untypical performances from Barker and Laura. Not that they're not capable of it, but we mentioned Barker. Laura only averages 3.5 per game, and he's got 8 at the half.
Yeah, you know, we really talked about them at the beginning of the game on their defensive presence. You know, Coach Batten does a really good job with that strategy of going, you know, one in, one out on their best player, and they've done that all night tonight. But tonight has been both ends of the court. And I tell you, Kyler Barker really set the tone early in this game.
He did. Came out with a quick 5 points out of the gates. And you can tell no space is being given on defense. The emphasis coming into this ball game is They better
Ball
not
pressure.
be open to shoot a three-point bucket. Only one three-pointer from Cole Bronner in that first half, and it was a deep one. But they have not allowed Brogan Ray, their sharpshooter, to get any space. He's tried to, but has just been shut down around the edge.
And you can really tell that it's wearing on the Haven kids. They're out there just like, oh, my God, what can I do? Like, going back and forth, trying to get open, running around, and there's somebody in your hip pocket. After a while, it wears you down, and you can really see it in their faces that they're frustrated right now with only being able to put up 13 points in the first half.
Yeah, Greenback defense has been the story of this first half. They've got out and turned it into transition opportunities created points from that defense in the transition game. Morrell, we saw him with the big dunk on the baseline. Parker and Strong and Laura. DeMuth had a great closeout to that second half, while Morrell was getting a breather on the bench, pulling down some defensive boards that started a lot of those transition opportunities. You couldn't ask for a better first half if you were Coach Batten and this team. If in my opinion, I don't know what your message is at halftime other than, boys, catch your breath now because we got another one of these coming up in a few minutes.
That's right. You couldn't ask for a better first half from the boys from both sides of the ball. Just really efficient on the offensive side, shutting down on the defensive side. It was a great game plan. It's really paying off right now. And like I said, all you got to wait to see what happens in the second.
And, if you're Coach Het on the other side of things with the Wildcats going into a halftime after only putting up 13 points in the first half, your message to those guys is you've got to create some space. The defense from the Greenbacks isn't allowing you to do it, but at some point you've got to have a score emerge. And at some point, in the famous words of Derek Liggett, it's just like a gosh blessed moment where you don't know what to do against this defense of the Greenbacks. So what a start to this ball game from the Greenbacks defensively and offensively. Greenbacks have another half to come out and put it on. We'll see how they come out of the halftime break. Still got a few more minutes before we get there, so stick around with more of the Uptown Cafe Club DS halftime show when we return.
It's a fact. A custom cow mineral does not have to cost more. Actually, it might be just what you need to improve your cow herd. The friendly and helpful professionals at Extra Factors and Pratt are available to sit down and discuss your operations needs and goals. From custom protein supplements and liquid protein to bulk commodities and possible mineral formulation. Find it all at Extra Factors. Call 620-672-5616 and speak with Levi Macbeth for all your nutritional needs. Extra Factors. We put the extra into cattle nutrition.
This is Jeff.
And Jared.
At Intergreen Services, proud supporter of the Pratt Greenbacks.
Around here we say one call fixes it all. From HVAC, plumbing, septic, electrical, and even water well service. We're your hometown team you can count on, just like the Greenbacks on game day.
We're proud to stand behind our athletes, our school, and our community.
So when something needs fixing at home, call Intergreen at 620-672-2338 or visit intergreenservices.com.
Intergreen Services, neighbors helping neighbors, always cheering for the Greenbacks.
Are you interested in building a new home or remodeling your current one? If so, give J.A. Knight & Sons a call today. This is Chase Golly with J.A. Knight & Sons, and we are the area's premier general contractor and have been serving the Pratt and surrounding area for over 50 years with superior quality and attention to detail. We specialize in high-end residential and commercial construction and have now expanded our services to include pre-engineered metal buildings. J.A. Knight & Sons is a proud supporter of Greenback Athletics and would like to help turn your next dream into reality.
Exceptional dentistry, right in your neighborhood. At Pratt Family Dental, Dr. Carson Hopkins and Dr. Stephen Coons are here to keep your smile healthy and bright. From routine cleanings to advanced care, our team has the expertise and technology to handle all your dental needs with comfort and confidence. Because at Pratt Family Dental, it's not just about teeth, it's about family, trust, and smiles that last a lifetime. Call today to schedule your appointment with Dr. Hopkins or Dr. Coons. Pratt Family Dental, where exceptional care meets friendly faces.
Welcome back to the Uptown Cafe Club DS halftime show here on Thunder Country. 40-13 your score after one half of play. We touched a little bit on the messages at halftime and what you can come out and do in these second half adjustments. Logan, if you're Coach Batten, what is the message at halftime if you're coming out telling your boys, hey, great first half, but you still got a second half to play?
It's just maintaining that energy that you played with in the first half. They did a great job there, high level, flying around everywhere. It's one of those you got to just transition into the second half with it, not play with the comfortable lead. You want to try to build on it and really try to bury this game.
Now, if you're Coach Het with the Wildcats and you've seen what the defensive pressure from the Greenbacks did and then how they're able to turn that into points on the offensive side, how do you come back from a half like that and try to put a dent in this armor of the Greenbacks?
Hope that the Greenbacks don't come out hot, like high intensity. I mean, the adjustment for them would have to be, to me, is just try to get more downhill looks instead of trying to pass the ball. It's easier said than done against this defense, but it's going to be a tough task for them right now.
And it's so hard to get something started. We talked about it a little bit in the girls' game about how hard it was for our girls to get an offensive set started with the pressure that Haven, came with up front. Now we're seeing it flip the teams. It's the Greenbacks putting the pressure on the Wildcats as soon as they cross the half-court point, not giving them any space. And it's hard then to set up an offense and create something and get motion going and see those cutters and see those guys getting to the rim when you've got a Hudson Titus or a Carlito Laura who's right in your hip pocket all the way.
Yeah, that's just one of those. When you get out of your rhythm, it's just hard to do anything with the basketball. You got to try to stay in your lane, do what you want to do, not what the defense is making you do.
And that's, again, credit to this Greenback defense for
sure.
Putting that pressure on the Wildcat offense and taking them out of the game that they want to play. And with that, it takes us to the start of the second half. It will be Greenback ball. Greenbacks be going left to right on your radio dial this second half. We are underway. Hudson Titus will bring the ball up the court. Titus, Liggett, Strong, Barker, and Morrell on the court for the Greenbacks. Started in the corner to Morrell. Go left side to Barker. Liggett baseline, trying to reverse that defense of the Wildcats. Titus with a strong take, but stripped away. Into the hands of Ray. Ray now trying to get by Barker to set up an offense for the Wildcats. Picks up his dribble, needs some help. Right side to Bronner. Three-point shot on the way, doesn't fall for Jacquis, and the Greenbacks trying to get out in front. Strong, wow, out front early. Greenbacks find him, Strong lays it in. Closed out the half with a quick 4 points, all from transition, and picks up with 2 more there. Ray on the right side trying to get by Barker. Barker, too much hip there. If you're Coach Batten, you're okay with those fouls. That's when you have the message of do not allow any space, those fouls are going to come with it.
That's right. As aggressive as this Greenback team is, you're going to cause a few of those fouls here and there. And I think like you touched on it right. Coach is going to be all right with those.
Now, the good thing is when it's all spread around, you can dilute those fouls a little bit rather than one player picking them up. And you've seen the defense switch off from Barker to Titus to Lara. That way it's not one player. Bronner puts that in for 2. He's got 9, leads the way for the Wildcats. Titus going to try a 3, top of the key, not there. Barker comes flying in, hits the deck, and they're going to say a travel. But what a hustle rebound from Kyler Barker. Looked like that ball was going to come down in the hands of 3 Wildcats, and Barker crashing in, takes it away. 42-15, Greenbacks on top, 6:30 to play here in the third. Altvader top of the key, goes right side to Bronner. Nothing there against Morrell, nearly tipped away. Quick hands of Liggett. Ray with nothing he likes. Wildcat offense resets, now gets it to Bray. To Ray, tough runner, floater, tipped out of bounds. It's gonna go to the Greenbacks. Last touch by Bronner. Just another offensive set where the pressure of the defense dictated what type of shot the Wildcats could get off there. Titus comes near side to Barker, gets it right back. Morrell flashing high post. They go to Strong in the corner. Skip pass backside of Titus. Morrell calling for it, goes up to get it. Strong, the extra pass, finds him in the corner, knocks it down for 3. Caleb Strong, all created from the ball movement and the extra pass of the Greenback offense. Right side, Altvader, back in the hands of Bronner. Bronner picks up the dribble, top of the key. Liggett able to get a hand in there, bat it away. Altvader comes to help. Spin move into trouble, dump down, good look from the Wildcats. Bronner finishes. Bronner, the first player in double digits for the Wildcats. He's got 11, but they trail 45-17, 5:13 to play. Titus top of the key. Morrell wanting to get in on the three-point game. Front of the rim, strong backside rebound, comes up and under for 2. We just crashed in there. Wildcats thought it was going to fall to them. The hustle play from Strong, creating 2 points. On the defensive side, goes up and challenges that. Titus with the board. Titus picks the dribble up, needs some help, goes to Morrell left side, poke from behind. Out of bounds, it'll stay with the Greenbacks as Landon DeMuth and Carlito Lara will check back into the ball game. Give that breather to Liggett and Parker. Ball nearly stolen away, top of the key. Titus freeing up Strong in the corner. Strong fires, too much on that, sails over the backside into the hands of Altvader. Altvader comes near side now. Bontrager gets it to Ray in the corner. Nothing there. Back to Bontrager, top of the key. Altvader, good dribble drive. And DeMuth that time with too much contact. DeMuth will pick up his second foul. Second team foul for the Greenbacks. The substitution for the Wildcats as Martin will check into the ball game. Jacquis will get a breather. Ray inbounds. Moves to Bontrager, trying to step through and put a shot up against Morrell, and easier said than done. Morrell sends that one away.
Yeah, that was a tough task there. Morrell doing a great job of not biting on the pump fake, staying on the ground, not committing a foul, going straight up and knocking it out.
That has been one of Morrell's biggest areas of improvement from last year to this, is that patience on the defensive side of staying on the court until you know the ball's in the air. Last year saw him pick up a lot of silly fouls sometimes from leaving his feet too early, and has really made that adjustment. Step back 2 doesn't go for Bronner, trying to chase it down, keep it alive. He does. Skip it far side. Ray with a little space. He'll fire, falls short. And Morrell with the box out. Doesn't allow a Wildcat to get to it.
That was a deep 3.
I think that was one of the few times Ray felt like he was open enough to get a shot off. And that well within his range. Went ahead and pulled the trigger. Poor left side comes back to Lara. Into the corner to Barker. Skip pass back to Poor, far side. DeMuth flashing, baseline. Can't do anything with it, gonna reset. Lara with the step through. I think he was going for DeMuth, but Morrell went up and got it. Kick out, Poor, back iron 3, no good. Lara somehow kept that alive, tipped it into the hands of Barker.
Such a heads-up play.
Continues his impressive night. 12 points on the evening for Kyler Barker. Greenbacks lead at 49-17. 3:09 to play here in the third. Backside cut not there. They go to Bontrager in the corner, trying to get by Poor. Back in the hands of Altvader. Altvader tipped around. Lara comes away with it. A race out front. No one will catch Lara as he lays it in for 2.
Just another Greenback having a great game tonight, Carlito Lara.
Lara and Barker both into double digits now for the Greenbacks. Trying to create some offense. Martin steps through, and a reach-in foul will go against the Greenbacks as Martin hits the floor.
What about that heads-up play by Carlito Lara on that last offensive rebound? He knew he couldn't grab the ball, but he went up and got enough hand on it to tip it back to Barker, and Barker was able to lay it in.
What a great play, heads-up play, just to get a hand on it and then get it back into a Greenback's hands. Ray on the inbounds, going up high to Liggett. To Martin. Liggett there to defend. Skip pass backside into the hands of Jacquis, looking for Bontrager on the post. Tough shot on the baseline. Boyce gets it to fall. Lara trying to go baseline of his own. Kick out to Poor. Doesn't want the 3. Resets to Barker, top of the key. DeMuth on the baseline. Good ball movement by the Greenbacks and kicked out of bounds. That'll stop
Subbing in now for your Greenbacks.
Substitutions for the Greenbacks. Checking in for the first time tonight. Josiah Schmidt, mentioned honored in between games, will be playing in the Shrine Bowl this summer. Checking in for the first time tonight. Strong to inbounds, comes safely to Liggett, now up top to Titus. Strong will come back, set up the offense. Shot clock did not reset, under 7. Kick out Titus with a good look from 3, falls short, nearly gets the bounce and tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Greenbacks and reset that shot clock for a fresh possession. Strong on the inbounds, comes high to Titus. Right side to Poor, skips it backside to Strong. He'll try a 3. Right side of the rim, tipped into the hands of Titus. Ball stays alive, another set. Strong gonna dribble drive in, jump stop, off the glass, too strong, and finally, Boyce able to pull down the board for the Wildcats. Head back the other way. 3-point shot on the way. Martin knocks down his second of the night. He's got 7. Makes it a 51-22 ball game. Greenbacks on top, 1:10 to play here in the third. Strong, a nice step through, extra pass to Poor in the corner. Poor tries to answer with a 3, and he does. Creston Poor knocks down his second 3-point bucket of the night. Greenbacks back on top, 54-22. Ray trying to get all the way to the rim, a high floater off the back iron and stepped on the out of bounds. It'll go to the Greenbacks. The fast pace has not slowed down. Greenbacks continue to pour it on here with 45 seconds to play in the third. They lead at 54-22. Poor thought about the 3. Picks it up, needs some help. Liggett comes out, skip to Titus on the far side. Strong, corner 3, in and out.
Boy, that one was halfway down.
I had my fist pump halfway ready to go there. I thought it was in. Ray now can play for the last shot if he tries to. Going to take it to the rim himself and lays it up and in for 2. Brogan Ray, his first bucket of the night, comes at the 22nd mark in the third quarter. Titus back the other way, now under 10 to play here in the third. Greenbacks trying to get off one final good shot and fouled on the step through. Foul will go against Devin Boyce, his first. Second. 6.2 showing on the clock as Caleb Strong inbounds to Cade Liggett. And thrown away from Josiah Schmidt. It's a race to the rim from Martin. And a foul from Titus will send Jace Martin to the free throw line.
With .5 left on the board.
You know, I don't mind that foul.
I don't either.
You're not
challenged it, clean play.
You're not wanting to give up anything easy. So Martin will have to go to the free throw line to earn it. Knocks down the first. Second free throw, it goes as well. Martin 2 of 2 at the free throw line, and that will take us to the end of the third quarter. Greenbacks lead at 54-26 after 3. Stick around, fourth quarter action coming your way when we come back here on Thunder Country.
Are you a sports fan looking for a great place to grab a bite to eat? Look no further than Legends Cafe, located in Pratt, Kansas, on Highway 54. Legends is open 6 days a week and serves up mouth-watering burgers, fresh salads, hearty sandwiches, and much more. And don't forget about their daily specials. Legends is proud to support Greenback sports and all the local teams. So whether you're celebrating a big win or just need to refuel after the game, Legends has you covered. Come on down to Legends, and we'll take care of the rest.
At Timish Electric, we light up your world with reliable and efficient electrical services. Our team of skilled and certified electricians is dedicated to providing top-notch service for all your electrical needs. From residential, commercial, or industrial needs, we ensure your electrical systems are safe, reliable, and up to code. Contact us today at 620-672-9334 to schedule a consultation. Timish Electric, proudly serving Pratt and the surrounding areas electrical needs for over 25 years.
Welcome back as we start fourth quarter action here on Thunder Country. 54-26, your Greenbacks on top. It has been a fast-paced game, and it has been all Greenbacks. All 5 starters in the ballgame for the Greenbacks to start this fourth quarter. It's Wildcat ball. Altvader on the perimeter, nothing there. Bronner working against Titus. Titus has been causing him trouble all night long. Goes back to Jackless, top of the key. Turner trying to dribble drive in, kick out to Altvader, 5 on the shot clock. Altvader goes baseline, spin move, step through, gets a shot off, doesn't go, and Strong pulls the rebound down for the Greenbacks. Pushing up ahead to Titus. Morrell was flashing, Titus couldn't find him. Baseline dribble drive from Titus, kick back out. Strong gonna try a 3, right wing, got it! Caleb Strong!
You can give your fist pump on that one, Cody. That was nothing but net.
14 points on the night for Caleb Strong. Had a scoreless first quarter, took him a bit to get going. Now right at his season average of 14. That bucket from Strong should have taken us to a running clock as the Greenbacks now lead it by 31 points. And a timeout, a full timeout coming from head coach Jarrett Hett of the Wildcats. We'll be back in 60 seconds. More Greenback basketball when we return.
Mead Lumber in Pratt is looking better than ever. Stop by and see our brand new renovations with the same friendly faces you know and trust. Whether you're tackling a big project or just need supplies for the weekend, Mead Lumber has you covered with quality products and expert service. We're proud to be a part of this community and even more proud to support the hardworking athletes of Pratt High School. Mead Lumber, building relationships, building Pratt.
To keep your equipment running, count on BTI for bulk oil delivered directly to your farm. Now BTI delivers 3 times the product, and it's quicker than ever. Our trucks travel up to 150 miles from any of our 6 stores, delivering premium oil, hydraulic fluid, and DEF, up to 1,500 gallons in just 30 minutes. It's another way to save you time and money. Call any of our 6 BTI locations or visit btioil.com. BTI, our family in partnership with your family.
Welcome back. 6:44 to play here in the fourth quarter, coming off of the full timeout from head coach Hett of the Wildcats. Greenbacks on top by 31. Wildcats playing with a short shot clock. Just has to throw a shot off. Shot clock violation. Altvader wanted the whistle. It did not come. Had to throw up something tough. Greenback pressure did not back off at all.
As you mentioned, Cody, it is a 30-point deficit, so the clock will be running in the fourth quarter here. Should be a fast quarter.
Quick fourth quarter. Greenbacks close this one out. Strong firing from 3. Short. Titus flying in for the rebound. Put back. Rolls in. Hudson Titus. Boy, how many of those hustle plays have we seen from these undersized Greenbacks come flying in for offensive boards? Nice dump down on the backside. Morrell trying to challenge, and he'll get called for the whistle as Wyatt Bontrager picks up his first points of the night and will go to the free throw line to try to add one more to it. Whistle against Morrell. And mass substitution for the Greenbacks as your starters will be done for the night. They come out with a 59-28 point lead.
Well, your work mules have done a fantastic job tonight.
Boy, and they were asked to do a little bit of everything. Never let up. You could sub them in and out. Bontrager knocks down the free throw. Lara on the other end, puts it up and in.
Carlito Lower is just growing more and more confidence with each game on his offensive side. He's always been there in the defensive presence, but he is really growing into an offensive threat.
Baseline dribble drive, and that one's going to count, and we'll send Zayd Turner to the free throw line. The bucket will count. Carlito Laura will pick up his second foul. On the court for the Greenbacks, Creston Poor, Landry Hendricks, Landon DeMuth, Carlito Laura, and Josiah Schmidt. As that free throw goes. for Turner. DeMuth taking it to the rim, goes with the left hand off the glass. Nice take from Landon DeMuth. Wildcats working it around the perimeter. Bontrager gets rid of it. Swings it to Martin. Martin picks the dribble up, needs some help. And a deep three from Logan Jackwes gives him his first bucket of the night. Lara pushing back on the other end. Poor comes out to help. Up top to DeMuth. DeMuth again, dribble drive this time, kicks it into the corner. Goes up top to Hendricks. Nice drive out to Lara. Laura dribbles into traffic, needs some help, trying to step through. Just goes up high off the glass, hoping for something. Nothing there, and the Wildcats come down with the rebound. Another deep three, this time from Martin. High rebound off the back iron, pulled down by DeMuth. DeMuth into the corner, Poor back out to Hendricks. Hendricks thought about the three, got a dribble drive in.
Got
Floater
it.
from the paint, Landry Hendricks. In the scoring column, and you can hear the student section cheering it on. Another deep three, this time from Jackwes. Does not go. Offensive board not there. DeMuth now has numbers out front running. Lara and Poor. DeMuth with the step through finish, left hand. Greenbacks lead at 67-35, 2:40. With a clock that will not stop here in the fourth quarter. Into the corner, tipped out of bounds by Hendricks. It'll stay with the Wildcats as Max Timish and August Deeds check into the ball game. Wildcats trying to put an offensive set together. Step back, jumper from Martin. Poor with the box out. Falls right into his hands. Back to Hendricks. Hendricks gets it back. Gonna try the three. Front of the rim. It had everybody on their feet. Didn't fall. Wildcats pull it down. Under 2 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Baseline dribble drive by Turner. Up and in.
Wildcats score 2 with Zane Turner.
Hendricks bringing the ball up the court for the Greenbacks. Goes left side to Poor. Deeds now right side to Timish. Poor gets it back. Baseline dribble drive. Has to pull up short. Settle for the floater, and it falls into the hands of Bontrager. Bontrager out front to Martin. Turner trying to go baseline again, and a reach-in foul on Hendricks. 1:10 to play here in the fourth.
Foul call number 13, Landon Hendricks. That was his third team foul.
Wildcats, Jackwes to inbounds. High into the backcourt to Martin.
1 minute remaining.
Martin right side. Boyce will try a three. Deeds fighting for the rebound on the backside. Not there. Wildcats back in the front court. Timish defending, forces the step back three. Boyce gets that one to fall. 30 seconds remain here in the fourth quarter. Greenbacks on top 67-39. Timish left side, hands it off to Poor. Poor dribbling around the perimeter, he's got to get rid of it. 5-second count coming, goes to Hendricks right side. Greenbacks lose it, and it's Turner coming back the other way, trying to close this ball game out with a bucket, but sends it sailing, and a shot over the backboard. Timish going to have a half-court heave if he wants it. Going to just dribble this one out and take us to the buzzer. 67-39. Greenbacks come away with a big win here at home. Another win in the CKL for the Greenbacks has them looking pretty good. They advance to 15-1. The Wildcats fall to 8-9 on the season. Stick around. We've got the Maydew Tebow Optometry postgame show when we return.
Looking for a dealership you can trust? Doug Ray Chevrolet in Pratt is your hometown destination for quality vehicles and exceptional service. From brand new Chevrolets to dependable, pre-owned options, you'll find the perfect fit for your lifestyle and budget. Their friendly, knowledgeable team makes buying easy, and their service department keeps you running strong long after the sale. When you want honesty, value, and a better way to buy, choose Doug Ray Chevrolet in Pratt. Experience the difference today.
When it comes to your health, trust Grace Clinic and Urgent Care in Pratt, conveniently located at 920 East 1st Street. Grace Clinic proudly serves Pratt and the surrounding area. Family nurse practitioner McKaylee Kirby provides primary care, urgent care, and sports physicals, and is accepting new patients and walk-ins. Open Monday through Friday, except Tuesdays, from 8:30 to 6, and Saturdays, 9 to noon. Call 620-388-3086 today. That's Grace Clinic and Urgent Care, caring for your family close to home.
On the basketball court, a good offense is the best defense. You can count on me, Jamie Roach, your Farm Bureau agent, to be your family's point guard and defend you against whatever life throws your way. I am there to handle all your auto, home, life, and business insurance needs. Don't wait for the worst to happen when it comes to your insurance. Talk to me, Jamie Roach, today and see how I can help protect what matters most.
Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company, Western Agricultural Insurance Company.
Clear, comfortable vision is one of life's greatest blessings. At Maydew Tebow Optometry, Doctors Troy Maydew, Seth Tebow, and Andrew Piester are committed to helping you maintain healthy eyes and clear vision. Prevention and early intervention are the keys to your eyes, providing that clear and comfortable vision your entire life. Regular comprehensive eye examinations are essential in identifying conditions that can damage your sight. Call us at Maydew Tebow Optometry for an appointment today or visit us at maydewtebow.com.
Welcome back to the Maydew Tebow Optometry postgame show here on Thunder Country. 67-39. The Greenbacks come away with a big win here at home in a home stretch here. It'll carry on Friday evening in the homecoming matchup. We got plenty of time to talk about that one. Let's recap some of that ball game that we just had the pleasure of calling. What a game for the Greenbacks.
Yeah, I mean, solid all the way around from start to finish in that game. They did a fantastic job on both sides of the ball. Defensively, their pressure was just outstanding, as it always is. And offensively, they're very efficient tonight. And a lot of scoring spread around tonight. And some couple of scores that we haven't seen a lot out of this year really stepped up today and put the ball in.
Yeah, coming into this ball game, Laura averaged 3.5 points per game. Barker averaged 3.6 per game. And those two both finished the ball game with 12 points. Barker with a quick 5 started this ball game off right out of the gates. And then Laura just spread out through those 4 quarters. You see it on the defensive side, game in and game out with those two of the hustle. This time, it was able to turn into some offense, and I don't know if it was the mismatch against Haven or just the matchup or, styles make fights type of thing, but what a great night for Kyler Barker and Carlito Lara.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of put him on her back there for a little bit, and at the start that Barker had this evening was just phenomenal. Really took it to the rim well, finished strong, hit some free throws. And just did a fantastic job. And it's always nice when you have a couple guys that, the defense isn't used to seeing score. Then all of a sudden, you're like, oh, who are these two coming in here?
Yeah, that's
putting
not,
buckets
yeah,
in?
If you're Coach Het game planning for this ball game, Barker and Lara aren't the two that you're saying, hey, shut those guys down. They're going to be trouble on the offensive end. And tonight, that was the case as we got Coach Batten mic'd up, joining us now here for the postgame show. Coach, you stepped into our conversation there as we continue to talk about the impressive night from Carlito Lara and Kyler Barker. Sometimes unsung heroes in the points column of things, as they only averaged 3.5, 3.6 respectively, and both finished with 12 tonight. What a night for those two.
Yeah, Kyler got started early, had a couple of nice left-handed drives downhill, got to the rim, finished, got the and one, and just kind of got his confidence going. And I thought, he was very selective on his drives, and when he did, he got to the rim, did a nice job finishing. And then Carlito, same thing, just kind of wove his way through and then got out in transition a few times and was able to finish at the rim. And it's nice because when when you have other guys step up, it just kind of takes the pressure off of the guys that have maybe been doing the scoring load. And so, maybe they can take a deep breath and relax a little bit, and also gives other people, it gives teams other people that they now have to guard and really put in their scouting report.
Yeah, Morrell finished with 13, Strong with 14 to lead the way for everybody. But again, when you talk about when that scoring could be spread around a little bit and you could have those other guys step up, DeMuth came on to have a great night at the end of the night. Just everybody, and it all felt like it started, though, with the common theme with this Greenback team is the defensive intensity from start to finish. After that first half, we said at halftime, wow, that was a fast-paced first half. Can they keep it up for another half? And your Greenbacks did. It just all started with defense, it felt like.
Yeah, after the Liberal game, we weren't real happy with the way we played defensively and our energy. And, I was listening to Jay Billis talk about the KU-K-State game, and he was just, he said it was very mechanical, and KU just kind of came in and took care of business. And honestly, that's how we felt. It's just kind of a mechanical game. We did what we had to do to win, and great teams don't do that. Great teams go in and they beat you physically, they beat you mentally, and they physically exhaust you, they mentally exhaust you, and that's what we wanted to do tonight. And I felt like our guys had that energy tonight where we were up and guarding and really taking care of business and making people work. You saw our guards starting to pick up and making guys work for 94 feet, and every shot was contested in the first half. So that's what we want to do, and I think our guys really embody that, and tonight they showed that.
Well, that's what it feels like then, that this may be a hump that sometimes you haven't quite gotten over consistently. Throughout the years we've seen sometimes the Greenbacks play mechanical or play down if it's an opponent like that. Tonight feels like one of those games now that you can point to in a coaching session or in a locker room and saying, that's what I was talking about. We were the favorites in this ballgame. We could have won it by 18, but we didn't. We came out and put the throttle on from start to finish and played with that intensity, even when it maybe wasn't needed.
Yeah. We held them to 13 points in the first half or something like that, and it was just our energy. Defensively we were flying around, and I showed him a clip at Liberal where a guy drove. We gambled, and our guy went to help, and the second guy didn't get there. And I showed him the clip. I said, guys, this is average teams. They'll get the first one. I said, great teams scramble this back to neutral, and tonight that's what we were doing. If we got beat off the dribble, we got the help, but then we got the second and the third rotation. We got hands on shooters, and that's what we have to do. We've got to help each other out, and we've got to scramble around and get back to neutral, and it worked because we were forcing them late into the shot clock, and then it was tough shots from there.
And how fun was it to see when what thought would be a ball coming off the rim into the hands of three Wildcats, and multiple times you'd see Carlito Lara, Hudson Titus, or Kyler Barker come flying in there and either tip it out to a Greenback or come down with that rebound. And those aren't your typical rebounders that are cleaning up boards.
Yeah, Hudson has really, over the last about 5 games, has really started to help us on the glass and get a lot of those rebounds. And then tonight, with Kyler and Carlito jumping in there. And again, it's just another thing that helps us as a team. We talk about offensive rebounding, and we have our scheme, and a lot of people don't agree with it, but that's what we do, and that's what that can do, is it allows these guys to go in there and go rebound offensively, and then we can still match up in transition with that philosophy. So, we're able to send guys, especially to the weak side, and that's where a lot of it was coming off tonight. The guys were coming from the weak side, getting down in there and collecting rebounds.
Tough to disagree with the results. Your Greenbacks now 15-1. Final thoughts. Talk about Landon DeMuth. I thought the minutes that Morrell was resting on the bench and DeMuth came into the ballgame. He was one of your players that got a late start to this season, didn't come back until after the Christmas break due to that injury. Tonight felt like a ballgame where this was where he left off last year. Felt like he finally got his basketball legs back, feels comfortable out there on the court, and shows what type of impact he can make.
Yeah, when you come off of, what was it, September, and hadn't done anything since September, just to get conditioning back, strength, sometimes even just mentally, you know, when you've had a knee injury or whatever, you know, it takes a while, and he's still not, you know, quite there yet. But tonight was definitely a step in the right direction for him, as far as, you know, he was able to play some more extended minutes with great intensity, and was guarding out on the perimeter a lot, and wasn't getting as fatigued as he had been earlier. And so, you know, I think that's definitely a key for us, and just keeping him healthy and keeping him progressing in the right direction. Because yeah, he definitely brings another element. Has some size to him, can see over people, you know, kind of can see some passes that maybe you know, a shorter guard or somebody can't see, and so definitely happy he's back in the lineup and starting to get back where we know he can get. And so, yeah, I thought he played tremendous tonight.
Well, him along with all your Greenbacks, they were fun to watch tonight, Coach. Congratulations. 67-39 the win. And the next time we talk to you, it'll be my favorite night of the year, in the Frog Dome.
In the Frog Dome, baby.
All right, congrats, Coach. We'll talk to you then.
All right, thank you,
guys. All right,
guys.
that's head coach Batten. When we come back, we'll wrap it up with stats, awards, and more here on the Greenback Maydew Tebow Optometry Postgame Show.
This is Terry from Gatlin Clark's Pharmacy. On display in our pharmacy is a nice assortment of over-the-counter items and a wide array of medical supplies, which includes knee scooters, walkers, canes, and bathroom items. We bill Medicare for respiratory supplies and immunizations. Our preferred pricing on prescriptions will get you through the door, and our customer service will get you to come back. Be sure to stop in today and see us on Country Club Road in Pratt.
When it comes to real estate, folks want to work with someone they know and trust. I'm John Hamm with Hamm Auction and Real Estate. Whether you're buying a home, selling land, or thinking about an auction, Kevin and I take the time to walk you through every step. No pressure, just honest local advice. We're proud supporters of the Pratt High Greenbacks and proud to be a part of this community. Give me a call at 620-450-7481 or Kevin at 620-770-2381. Hamm Auction and Real Estate, local knowledge you can trust.
Welcome back to the Maydew Tebow Optometry postgame shows. We wrap things up on this Tuesday evening. The Greenbacks come away 67-39. Your victors, improved to 15-1 on the season. Run down some final stats. Morrell 13, Strong 14, Titus 2, Barker 12, Laura 12, Poor 6, DeMuth 6, and Hendricks 2 for the Wildcats. Martin 9. Ray 2, Turner 5, Bontrager 3, Bronner 11, Jacquis 3, and Boyce with 6. An update on the Hamm Auction buckets for Booster Club. Well, in the ladies' game, we saw no three-point buckets between either team. Tonight, a little different. The Greenbacks poured 4 more into their total, came into this ballgame with 66 on the season, and come out of it with 70. Thank you again to John and Kevin at Hamm Auction for donating $5 for every made three-point bucket to the Greenback Booster Club. Now time for the Timish Electric Player of the Game Award. We talked about some of these players post-game with Coach Batten, and I feel like this one isn't going to one of your usual suspects tonight, and rightfully so. We were talking between Kyler Barker and Carlito Lara. Both of those finished with 12 points on the night, but on the defensive side and on the board side of things, Carlito Lara tipping the scale with steals and rebounds.
I agree. You know, both players very deserving of it. Carlito Lara just going to get it with just a few more rebounds tonight as he finished with 5 boards. And he just had an overall great game. Just an Energizer bunny out there. Just never stops, keeps going. It's fun to watch and so fast getting down the court.
Fun to watch. So congratulations, Carlito Lara, taking home our Timish Electric Player of the Game. And that will do it for us here for another Greenback broadcast. As always, we appreciate you tuning into the broadcast however you chose to do it, whether it was on the Thunder Country 98.3 dial, one of our many live streams that we put out on Eastus Media, the Behind the Mic, or the Greenback Activities YouTube page. A lot of different ways you can tune in and follow along with your Pratt High Greenbacks. Next action, Friday night, homecoming matchup. That one will be in the legendary Frog Dome. Always a fun night.
So excited.
I am. I get excited for it every year. I'm so glad that we've got that gym refurbished and brought back to life and able to use it one game out of the season. So it'll be one that if you can make it to it, get there in person, get there early.
Yep.
It'll fill up fast. Not quite as much seating as what we've got here in this gym. but a lot of great memories, and we're going to create another one Friday night for homecoming. As always, I've been Cody Eastis alongside Logan McAllister, and once a Greenback, always a Greenback.
It's a fact. A custom cow mineral does not have to cost more. Actually, it might be just what you need to improve your cow herd. The friendly and helpful professionals at Extra Factors in Pratt are available to sit down and discuss your operations needs and goals.